Exploring in real time.
Did you say message?
Message.
Oh my gosh, I did not. But you know what? You know what, Lexi? I should have. And that's a good joke to start the podcast off on.
Lexi,
A message.
you're gonna have to put the D&D area yet.
A message. It's the
Message.
direct message to Sedge.
It's the rapport spores. Also, can I say that Tag is slightly allergic to the rapport spores, which is why I sound like this?
Oh my gosh. You just, the eyes are a little puffy and red. He's a little
Everyone's like,
lazily.
"Are you crying?" He's like,
Yeah.
"No,
I'm just allergic to
Oh my god.
I'm just allergic to these
What are
specific
these fucking
mushrooms.
mushrooms?"
Allergic conjunctivitis. Wait. One final thing. Can I tell you? So I have a flashcard that's like, how long do various kinds of conjunctivitis last, right? If you get an infection of your conjunctiva that's bacterial, if it's viral, or if it's just inflamed from allergies, right? This is a reasonable thing, right? The card says allergic conjunctivitis can last between blank and blank. And the answer is 30 minutes to a season, which is the biggest time frame of any disease that we've talked about. Is like, yeah, it can either be done in 30 minutes or you can have it for like half the year.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what the fuck is this card for?
Oh,
I feel like there's a difference in allergic conjunctivitis if somebody like sprays like bleach into your eyes or like you're like,
Or there's pollen.
like I'm allergic to the pollen for an entire season.
Pollen.
Can you diagnose RSV?
What do you mean, can I?
Like, you can, like, do I?
Do I have the power to diagnose
Yes,
RSV
yes,
in you?
Yes.
I mean,
I've been sick for like.
I don't have my
7+
stethoscope, but I could bring it next time, and also it would require a full kind of history. Like I'd want to explore all your symptoms, and we don't have time for that.
Yes.
Yeah, Lucas,
Why did I think you were
before-
gonna say hysterectomy?
Yeah, it would
You have
require
to
a
explore
history.
it.
Just
You
no
can't
more.
diagnose.
I'd be like, fuck yes, let's go.
You cannot diagnose RSV in
Next
people who
time
have
on
uteruses.
Ilya,
If you
Andy gets a
remove
hysterectomy.
Live on
the
the
uterus,
podcast.
you can diagnose RSV.
There's just, that's
Would
the-
you like me to do a whole history and physical exam on Andy before we start playing tonight?
You know what? I think we have the time for it.
Oh,
I
God.
think let's do it.
Oh God, please no.
Last time on this show, I was like, I don't need to write it out. I'll remember exactly what happened because I just
I
ran
can tell
through
you
it in my
exactly what
head.
happened. I just listened to it.
You did.
Do it.
Okay. Last time on Ilya, Sedge was talking with Cordo Canelo, the Rat King, and they were talking about some really heavy stuff. And then Cordo got kind of weird, and Sedge was like, "Whoa, man, we're both just men of gods, or men of God." And then it cut back to Tag and Marwyn.
Men's of gods.
Men's of gods. And then Tag and Marwyn had a really awkward conversation and then left.
That fucking ripped. I
You
love that
also
conversation so
convinced
And
much.
you
Tag
convinced the
convinced
guards to like leave you alone
that
in like
Tag
the
was
most
like-
incomprehensible way to me, if I remember
He
correctly.
wanted to
It was
just, he
bad.
just wants to be a guy of the conviction of Cadell. And
Can I
the,
go pray? I mean,
Sure.
they didn't say you couldn't. Go
Yeah.
for it.
and then the deep ones got to sneak away because Tag rolled a fucking 32.
That was
or something.
Stupid.
Because Marwan cast Pass Without Trace, and then we were sneaking in some direction. Either it wasn't
You're
towards where
moving
Sedge
away
was.
from Sedge.
We were going away from Sedge, but we weren't going towards the city. But we weren't.
Mhm.
We need to.
You were going like into the temple.
We found a hidden area with a dark hallway, and then it cut back to Sedge talking to Cordo, and Cordo kept trying to mind control him, and then Sedge literally was just like,
Sedge was just
"Try
like,
me."
Come at me, bro. My
You-
con saves or my whiz saves are
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Literally, you just like stood there with like your head glowing while casting Zone of Truth, and we're like, "You have to tell me the truth, you idiot!" And then you're just like, "I'm insane!" Blah! And then the session ended.
Oh, Cordo
Oh my
really
gosh.
wanted Sedge to beat up the dragon. And Sedge was like, "I totally will."
Wink.
And Cordo was like, "No,
You
you're
won't.
not." And
You're
I
a
was
liar.
like, "I definitely will."
You're such a liar. I remember being very proud of a line where I was like, I don't hang out with demons. I show demons mercy or something like that.
yeah, that was fucking rad.
I think like I think that was like the high point of Sedge. Everything
That-
after that is downhill, but like that was like dang, like I'm very proud of that one.
Powerful.
That line clicked something in my brain, so canonically it like
Opened your
not
third
like
eye.
not like broke Cordo, but he like
He had a
hey,
bit of a
Sedge.
No. Hey.
He like
Don't
he,
eat poop.
I'll say that he like snapped in a way. Like he's just like that's
You called him out
can't
enough.
you can't what
You're better than me.
like you
I win.
use this for like other people's good and not just whatever I want to do. So
Yeah.
we're with Marwin and Tag passing through these halls.
in a dark alley. Back again.
Oh my gosh.
Hot.
It's
And
your
now you're
it's your
truly
favorite
alone.
spot for activities.
I think the last
that
line
you're
I
real.
had Tag say was, "Wow, this is familiar."
You know how that's very fun. Wait, did you really?
That's the
That's
last
so
thing I
funny.
said on the recording.
That's so funny. I feel like you know how sometimes ship names are just like a mashup up of the two characters
Tagwin.
names.
Mag.
Yeah,
Marg.
like Marg. Yeah, like Marg or like Tagwin or whatever.
Mhm.
But like,
Tagwin's kind of cute.
but like sometimes they get cutesy and it's like an iconic line or something. I feel like Dark Alley.
like ineffable
would be-
husbands.
A Dark Alley would be a pretty fun ship name for the two of you.
looking that.
My longest running ship, which is consistent of two guys who both have a first and last name that start with B, is BBBB.
BBBB. What is the Falcon's name?
Falcon?
Is it
Thank
not
you,
Bucky
Lexi.
Barnes and Bucky
It's
Belko.
Stucky. Or, are you talking about Sam?
Oh,
Sam.
his name's
It's
Sam.
literally Sam Bucky.
Sam Buck.
That's
That
their ship.
sucks.
That's their ship name.
Even Raylo's a better
They didn't
ship
even
name than
call it like.
Don't say that in front of me.
Wait, what'd you
I
say?
swear to God, Lucas. No, don't say it again. I don't want to
Raylo.
hear. No.
Oh,
I hate it.
gosh.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I mean, they couldn't go with like,
Bay.
Bam,
Bay.
Bam or something.
It's right there. Bay.
Sam? Bay?
Bam.
Ben
Because it's
and
like
Ray.
Sam and
Oh,
Sam and
I
Bucky.
thought you were still talking about Sam Bucky.
Bam.
My favorite.
yeah, Bam or Sucky.
is
I like Saki.
well, Steve and Bucky is Stucky.
What?
Gross.
Yeah. We don't control where the interests are in high school, unfortunately.
I still to this day ship Steve and Bucky.
Oh yeah,
It's like written that way. It's
it
acted
is.
that way.
It is.
It's
It
acted
is.
that way.
It is
Both,
acted
I
that
think.
way.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
they tried to like give Steve other romances,
And
and he
it-
just had
it was-
zero
And then he like
chemistry.
fucked his like niece.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
there's that.
You know, Marvel, if you ever listen to this, fuck you. Fuck you for what you did to Bucky Barnes.
I hate you. Except for Moon Knight. Moon Knight was good.
Moon Knight was
Oh
fine.
my gosh.
Bring back Moon Knight.
Only
Carried
cast
by Oscar Isaac, I think.
cast or hired Egyptian directors when
Yes.
you cast things in Egypt.
Yes, also that. Also that.
The fucking music in the end credits, like I've never been more taken aback than when that music started playing
Mhm.
after the first episode, and I was like,
You're just like,
do I need to go to Egypt? Because it was like
Man.
Egyptian trap.
I gotta
Mhm.
check it out.
It's fucking.
I still
oh.
haven't seen the show.
oh, Moon Knight's so good.
Oscar Isaac and May Conway is like I've never been like I freaked out.
It's
Hell
like,
yeah.
it's like modern. It's like the Mummy, like the vibes of the Mummy, where you have hot by Panic, except not everyone is white.
Except
Rad.
most people aren't white.
Radder.
Rather,
So in this hallway, you guys see this kind of like mirage wall, and you pass through it, and you find yourself in this like dimly lit hallway. It's pretty long. There's like a couple like arcane torches, kind of like giving off like a pale light. The torches are glowing next to like these large frames, kind of dotting along the wall. And there stands like a door opposite you. Just like a straight line with like a door like slightly open. Like this, people weren't supposed to find this.
does it look like the door is like lit on the other side?
Yeah.
Can I hear any voices?
Without even a perception check, this is like nobody's here. Like
Oh.
nobody's here.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they you kind of, I'll just say like Marvin kind of like moves her head to like look at what these frames are.
Oh, they're like
They're
picture
like
frames?
picture frames.
I thought you meant like beam frames.
Oh,
Got it,
no,
got it, got it.
that
Like
makes,
a mine shaft.
yeah,
I was literally like,
that
Minecraft?
makes more sense how I wrote it, but in my head,
Picture frames.
I was thinking the next line
I
as I was
see
saying.
it. I see it now.
They are magic murals, showing off different areas of the temple and kind of like an oil paint, like shimmery kind of
Like
vibe.
surveillance cameras.
What?
Is it like surveillance cameras?
You see several areas of the settlement outside with fires flickering and people walking around, and then that one that you're looking at kind of like shifts and moves to like see where somebody goes, and then it kind of just stays there and looks around again.
Do paintings? He's gonna ask me. Do paintings normally move like that?
No, this is fucked. I've never seen anything like
It's
this
It's like
before.
a security footage room.
Like I've stolen some paintings before. They've never done that.
Yeah, no.
I like how Tag's frame of reference for like
Frames.
what he knows about art is like, I stole a painting once.
And it was nothing like
It was
this.
a really shitty painting. It was like of this mayor guy, and we were just
Established
trying to light it
art
on fire.
critic Tag, who once
Oh,
stole
you
a
did
painting.
do that, didn't you? Yeah, fuck, I forgot that happened. Man,
What?
I was gonna say campaign 1.
Tag's done
Art one.
delinquency stuff.
Yeah, so you see like different
You used to be
areas
a
of the
delinquent.
outside city. You see like down you kind of like continue walking forward and kind of look at each one as you walk assumingly to the door. You see some like unassuming rooms of the temple, what you can assume to be the temple inside. They're like kind of dark,
Are
nobody's
there
in
any
there.
that have Sedge?
You then come across a couple of showing holding cells. A couple like normal, what you'd expect to see, but one specifically of the room that you guys left.
Oh.
There's another one opposite that one.
Is anyone left in that room? Is Rav in there?
No, Rav's in my backpack.
Yeah, Rev's in my
Oh,
backpack.
okay, cool.
I made a specific note to be like, I don't want to deal with two DNPCs.
He's just back there.
I forgot he
He's
was
just
with you.
he's wasn't he
He's
like
working
eating
on a
something?
silent spell.
He's
for
working
my
on a
cat.
silent
He is. Oh, which is a good use of his talents.
Yeah, you see the holding cell that you guys were in. Kind of the guards are kind of just, you can see them sitting outside the door, just kind of like chilling, like they haven't left. Nobody's in the room.
They stopped praying after a while.
They stopped praying. I think they're like playing like patty cake or something. You see like
And that's kind of cute. And
very
then they
yeah.
do
I
they
regret
lost their rhythm.
so badly attacking the rats, but trusting him, because I feel like it should be fully.
We should have
reversed.
trusted the rats. and
Trust the
attacked.
rats and attack him. And Sedge will say that diegetically in like a few
He goes
minutes.
up and apologizes to all the rats if we make it out of this.
Looking opposite that one, you see a larger cage with the dragon, with the princess, pretty heavily like mouth muzzled, wings tied down, arms
You
closed.
muzzled princess.
With some
Color.
sort of like rat folk wizard and like another big like rat jailer next to her. Color
Yeah,
of the dragon.
yeah.
Kind of like a, for lack of
I
better words, like a
remember
moldy
silver.
gray,
I remember silvery or
like a
gray
silver gray, kind of
from
like
last
the
time,
the
but I
like
don't know if that's right.
color. You know how
Like
mold
pewter?
is fuzzy.
Yeah.
Picture that color without the fuzz, and it's kind of like this.
Like
You see like
iridescent.
mushrooms
Ooh.
all over them.
Whoa.
Like my
Whoa.
friend, the bullet.
You love
the
mushroom
bullet.
dragons.
Fucking love
Yeah.
mushroom dragons.
And then
That's like very you, is a mushroom dragon.
It would be.
I don't know if it's very tag, but it is very
Oh
Andy.
no, I play to my players, baby.
I like mushrooms. I like dragons.
Speaking of players, perhaps the most distressing are the last two before the door. One shows another series of holding cells, but darker, like older looking, kind of like rusty iron, like nobody goes here, or nobody's supposed to go here, kind of vibe. You see various humanoids, all of just random races spattered through. Some are in chains behind the bars, kind of just like shackled, and others are knocked out kind of like on like doctors like operating tables. And then the other one shows two figures speaking next to an illuminated altar from above. One tall, slender, kind of glowing himself, and the other another taller, broader, with two familiar horns and a cute earring that I remembered that you have when I was.
Because you had to literally
Because I had to,
cut
like,
out.
yeah.
Sorry about that one.
No, you're good. It's
The rest of his fluff is pretty contained in his head, and then he's just got that one little sparkle.
Procreate is really bad about object selection,
Yes.
and
It is not
I hate
its
it.
strength.
No.
So yeah, you see these various things, and with everyone, there's a bit of movement as if like a head is turning and going
Is it
side to side.
sacrilegious
kinda
to have
like
a security camera inside of his secret altar?
Yeah. Is it kind of like when they did that? What's his name? The Vincent Van Gogh movie.
That's exactly what it looks
cool,
like.
Cool.
I was not
They
consciously thinking
Painted
that.
every frame.
Every
of a Vincent
frame
Van
of
Gogh
that movie
and animated,
was an
like,
oil
rotoscoped it and then oil painted.
The rotoscope
Yes.
of what? Really?
Yes, it's beautiful.
It's
When did this come out?
like
a couple
college,
years ago,
like college era.
recently, but that's kind of what I'm.
Yeah,
picturing.
it's that. It's
Okay.
like you can see.
It looks like someone's.
It's
repainting
high
it.
fidelity enough that you can tell exactly who it is. Like you can see like this weird rat wizard you never seen before. Some like guards and like a big you can like even
That's
though
Sedge.
even though the camera is like far away from Sedge and Cordo, you can tell exactly who they are. Like
It's so cool to imagine somebody painting it in real time. I gotta watch that movie.
it's
I wanted, I
nuts
can
up.
imagine what this effect would look like for our purposes here, but I just, it's very cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So crazy arcane shit happening.
Crazy
And you can see
arcane
Marwyn is just kind of like shocked. Like shocked not in like a whoa, this is weird, but like in a like she's uncharacteristically quiet.
Wait, are the deep ones with you?
No, they left.
Are they visible on any of the paintings?
No, they're invisible.
That is an interesting that's what it
Because
looks like.
I thought they snuck out. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, then they completely snuck out, and like behind the screen I think you had to roll above a 20, which would have been pretty easy with
Because I have a +10 also too.
yeah, with the pass without trace, but because you rolled a nat 20 without a shadow of a doubt, like me.
Oh yeah, it was a 37.
Yeah, me lying to you guys because I'm playing an evil guy. They have made it back safe. You could assume that they are in their camp right now.
What is the range on rapport spores?
That I don't know.
Is that a real D&D rule? Oh, I thought you invented it.
No,
No.
rapport spores is real.
I thought
cool.
I was planning on stealing it from NADPOD, but that it's an actual thing.
It's even in Baldur's Gate. I don't know how it works
Rapport
in
spores
Baldur's
is
Gate.
really, that's just a really cute name.
Right?
It's the best name.
Whoever thought of that, great
Hopefully
job.
they got a raise
Mhm.
from...
And not fired because it was just because you do that shit.
Maybe it was invented prior to Wizards of Coast acquisition.
Probably was. It feels like a Gygax. Okay, you have to be within 30 feet of each other.
Okay, so they're way out of range now.
Oh, they're super.
All
like
right.
You can speak with Marwyn.
But I
yeah,
can speak
you
with
guys can
Marwyn,
talk
yeah.
to him.
And
I'm
Rav.
just assuming, unless you otherwise stated, that you guys are talking to
Yeah.
your brain.
Like, he probably started to, like, talk normally, and then Marwyn was like...
Then Rav's
And then he...
fuck up.
Yeah. It's like... Cool, okay. So, are we, should we keep going through that door? You were here to get the princess, right?
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be a lot simpler. And Sedge is talking to this man.
Run me through that. What was gonna be simple?
I thought we were gonna, like, sneak in, grab the princess, and, like, hop on them, all of us, and just fly out. Like, the exit was gonna be loud, but the entrance was supposed to be super quick. I didn't think the rats were this good.
I mean, he's been watching.
Yeah, this is
all-
fucked up.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking that, like, nothing I did or nothing we've done has been, like, private.
No.
And she just kind of, like, just kind of sits there and is like, his eyes see everything.
Why?
I didn't do anything weird while I was with the deep ones or alone.
I'm not gonna judge. It's fine. They're hot. We've been over this. You know?
It's not as hard to kiss them as you think. And then she walks into the door.
I love that for you.
You put that in canon specifically because I made a thing
Marwan's
about
a
it.
deep one kisser.
Oh my gosh. But they can't go down on
Rev's
people.
arm comes out.
There's
like
thighs in
this.
the way.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
So hard.
Rev reaches his arm out of the backpack to high five you.
It's just like a tiny.
It's just like a tiny little like baby hand.
my
that
God.
you-
You've got an angel and a demon on your shoulder, except they're both Rav.
That's true. And they're both demons.
And it's just him holding up
It's
his
a hand
one's
puppet.
like this.
Hey, you should go in that room. No, don't go in the room. Try and jump through on the paintings.
Rav, shut up. So going. Toad's
Cool.
just gonna follow. Like he's gonna watch. I think he's gonna stand and watch the Sedge and Cordo one for like a little bit longer, and then follow after Marwin.
Cool. So I'll say you get there towards the beginning of their conversation. So there's still, you two are still kind of just like talking at each other, kind of
Doesn't
like
look
You're
hostile
not
yet.
you're not seeing the like flashes
You're not
of magic
seeing anything
energy
yet.
yet.
it doesn't even look confrontational. Like it looks
Yeah.
like they just stopped praying.
It was
and,
pretty
like,
conversational for
Yeah.
a while
Yeah.
until
You
we
guys
got
were just
fucked
chatting.
up.
until they switched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you decided to say you were better than him.
Is that what I said?
It's true. You did
Is that what I
front.
said to start the
That's
start
just what
the
you think.
conversation?
You did front on the big bad of this area. So you enter and you see like a large oak desk sitting to like one side of the room. It's kind of like a not huge space. It's kind of like this big.
Yeah.
It's like a private office.
His office.
Hold A to search.
To one
Is that what you do in
side,
Baldur's
it's sitting to one side under like a large kind of stained glass window of the symbol, kind of there. The desk faces into the room. On the desks are like a series of notebooks, like letters, diagrams, tinctures, and potions. Like it's messier than you would have expected from a guy who holds himself the way he does. You see little bits of armor, some like spell scrolls that are not totally, they're not like wrapped up or anything ready. There's a lot going on here. You kind of get this impression there's like stacks of books everywhere, lots of like those like, you know, like fancy, you know, those fancy like book holder opener things. There's like one of those over there holding a book, but you also notice like, you know, bookshelves of like religious tomes and stuff, and like those kind of like have a weird layer of dust on them, but all the other kinds of books he has look like they've been used like daily. Give me an investigation check, and Marwan's gonna give you the help action.
Yay! I was gonna say if Marwan doesn't, Rav can.
It's true.
She's just standing there like
Double.
man tag. Book up.
That's a 19.
Hell yeah.
So
Try to crit.
nope.
No.
Cool. So you two start rifling through through like the notes on top of the desk, through like the drawers. You start like thumbing through the books on the bookshelf, and you find detailed notes in one of these notebooks. It doesn't look like his notebook. It just looks like a notebook that like was kept. You see these detailed notes on like experiments on captured adventurers and looters that were found in the caves. It's not, you're not getting the impression that
They're just turning people into rats.
from this notebook. You're just like, just people showed up that might have like attacked them, and then they're like experimenting on them because it's better. There are notes on how to like knock people out, how to knock people out with like one hit, how to induce amnesia. And these experiments happen on various types of humanoids.
Like the Man in Black.
Lots and lots of documentation, extensive notes further in other notebooks on the table, kind of just open. Like notes on transmutation spells and potions on how to change one being into another being permanently. Kind of like
Permanently?
I can't. Whenever you end a sentence like permanently, I think of Amon's voice because he's like, I can take away your bending permanently.
Think the reincarnation spell, but you don't have to die.
Oh,
You
it's
just
just
get
like,
turned into something
it's
else.
just a path to that.
Yeah, Tag, sometimes things can happen to you without you having to die.
That's true.
Wow, that's cool.
And kind of in the weirdly in the center of it, like he was like just reading it, is an open notebook book folio with like hand drawn diagrams showing like elves, beast folk, tieflings, deep ones, and they all kind of like it's like poor things, the like medical diagrams, old style medical diagrams where it's like weird head, brain, arrow, cut open brain, arrow,
Label.
and they all each thing as you flip through like 20 different like types of humanoid, they all turn into one thing.
Rat.
Rats.
Big rat or little rat?
Depends on the type of
Just rat.
humanoid. They all become a rat folk.
Oh my god.
As
You
you
ready to be a rat tag?
you want to be a rat? You can be a rat. You just have to kneel.
Tag is forgetting to like not report spores, and he's just thinking, I don't want to be a fucking rat. I don't want to be a fucking rat.
Marvin just turns
Marvin's
around and
like,
goes
He's gonna turn Sedge into a
out
rat.
loud. She just goes, "What?" And she runs over and is like,
He's turning people into fucking rats. I couldn't. The dude I melted, he might not have always been a rat. All the people we killed might not have been rats.
Would it have been better if they were? Like, we still kill, we still kill people. They're still, like, sentient dudes.
they're still shooting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
After
What if their memories erased? Oh no.
Get infinite amnesic rats to do your bidding.
I don't know. It seems pretty cool. After you have this kind of like moment of freak out with Marwyn, you kind of like collect and like continue to use with your above 18 investigation check. You kind of start to like do like the thief thing where you're like, this is not just a desk. This guy's a fucking sociopath. So you're like feeling around like the edges.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And your finger finds a button.
National Treasure style.
Do you press it?
You know Tag's gonna push that fucking
It's the
button.
rat button.
He wouldn't even think
It's
about
the rat
it.
button. You're gonna
I would
rat.
think
I'm
about
just-
it. Tag
I'm just
would
kidding.
not.
I'm just
Picture there's like an ornate thing on the front of that middle drawer, but it doesn't
You
look
just-
like a drawer. And you just like find a button like over here, like the president's desk or the queen's desk or whatever from National Treasure 2, where you press the button, it goes like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In there, you find a pile of religious papers, possibly, or you can see the date, like old sermons that he like handwritten himself.
Unification.
Pre-unification in the sense that he wrote them, but it doesn't look like he wrote them like anytime soon or anytime recently. You also see like all the kind of saying the same thing that like he was. This is his what he would preach. You find it's a pretty big drawer. You find a short sword, kind of really light and unlike anything you've seen the rats use, and it just like radiates magic. You see a small like traveler's notebook sized
Passport.
like a passport, yeah, a passport size like little notebook that this looks like his personal notebook.
Oh.
And next to it you see like a small key, and you grab all that stuff. You look at the key and you're like, I didn't see a chest, and then you see like a chest opposite you.
An ornate chest.
An ornate chest. What was the G one? There's like a glisten. It's not glistening. It's like ornate chest. Starts with a G, chest. Whatever.
Glimmering.
Gilded chest.
Gilded.
You see like a gilded chest.
Is this a Baldur's Gate tiers of
Yes.
chests?
Yes.
Which one's higher, ornate or gilded?
Gildeds are usually small.
Yeah.
So it would be an ornate chest because
Okay.
it's pretty big.
Yeah. Ornate or gilded chests are like tiny little guys that are like on desks.
But are the
It's like
are the
money,
rewards
potions.
better in the ornate?
It's
ones?
usually like magic rings or magic necklaces
And,
and
like,
like
300 gold.
Yeah.
That's
And then
pretty cool.
the opulent ornate chests are like swords, armor.
I never use keys. I just have a spare and lockpick everything.
I've learned that if you have somebody with strength, you can just beat them open.
Oh.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Where's the fun in that?
So yeah, you get this key. Looks like it's to the chest. That's like the same kind of metalwork on it. It's not. It's pretty
I
1-to-1.
want Tag to be holding the key like, what is it? And then the camera like focuses behind him where the
Yes.
chest is, you know what I mean?
Oh. Tag
Yeah,
would be the type to beat the chest open.
right.
Normally.
Just with his fists.
Yeah.
Just shoot
Yeah, you have his
the chest open.
the personal journal of Cordo Cadell. Cordo Canella. Excuse me.
Does it say his name on it anywhere?
On the inside of the first thing, it has like property of Cordo
Like
Canella.
a traveler's notebook.
Yes. Can Tag hand the journal to Marwyn to read while he goes and opens the chest because he is technically illiterate?
Well, I keep forgetting about that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
He needs a gummy bear under the paragraph to finish reading.
Aggressive undiagnosed ADHD. I think is like the third thing you told me about Tag.
There are probably
gun.
stimulants in this world. We'll get you a doc.
Some cocaine.
We'll get you an apothecary.
Yeah, exactly. Just a little. Get your pinky nail is gonna be a little longer than all the rest of your nails.
You feeling sick, Tag?
I think it's the RSV.
I could come down with some.
So yeah, you head over to the chest. The key slips in, pops open. You open it up. All your weapons. Your gun, Sedge's, swords, Rab's gun, Marwyn's greatsword.
Hell yeah.
Everything's in this chest.
Sweet.
And as you're kind of opening up and being like, yeah, Marwyn starts to read the journal. The first entry is about 50. It dated like 50-ish years ago. And then it's just entry upon entry of like wandering around empty halls of this temple, cursing anyone and everyone for leaving this temple behind and allowing it to fall into despair, mentioning a specific disdain for the Deep Ones. Like, how could they have done this? It's their fault that this temple is fucked up.
Which you did kind of express to me last time. He had a real being bonnet about them specifically.
You flip some more pages, and it's just this like over and over for what seems like months. I said that size, but it's kind of like
a little thicker.
It's like thicker. There's lots of paper.
He's got like 10 inserts in there.
Yeah, it's like the old style of journal where they made like a book first, and then they just kind of broke the back of the thing and just kept adding papers because they're like, I like this journal. So yeah, for what seems like months, he's just been writing it, and then you can see his hand get like scratchier and more erratic.
Erratic.
Ain't that just the way? And you see written, I have found forbidden books behind rusted locks. They detail a heretic in the order that worked to quicken assimilation into the clerical order, to forcibly change someone's mind to worship. In disgust and anger, the other clerics cast this dissenter out, though not before confiscating this heretic's, in quotations, notebook. Interesting. It says interesting in it. You keep flipping and like years go by. I've been able to surprise and capture various travelers as they were using some sort of tunnel system to get through these mountains. They do not want to listen. They fear the light that I cast. They fear the truth of Cadell. Some have tried to escape, likening my small patronage to a rat's nest. How utterly hurtful. It would seem that if I can't bring these cynics, these deep folk savages, anyone who doesn't believe the word, I must turn to previous teachings and force them to. And then you keep going. The last entry in this notebook, which is still dated like a decent amount ago, it's still scratchy, but it's like less erratic. My tests have begun to work, though they always seem to regain their own plight and lose the correct conviction. Thankfully, not everyone who wanders through these caves is useless. It would seem Cadell has listened to my prayers and offers a salvation. The good wizard I have spoken to is aligned in my thinking, and he comes with great knowledge, powerful knowledge of transmutation. We have much work to do. If these people who pass through want to act like the vermin of a fallen city and run from the light, trying to flee as soon as I speak to them, then I will have no choice but to make them as such. And that's the last entry, and there's no more. Like, there's more blank paper, but there's no more that he's written down.
Damn. Man's got some issues.
I forgot how scary his voice was. Because the last time he used that voice, it was directed at me.
A little PTSD.
I was like, oh my god, that's right, that's what he sounds like.
That was sick. Cool.
Marwyn looks visibly freaked out.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
she is a huge woman, And she is like physically small.
No, like her wide eyes and Tag is just like dinner plates back at her, like what the fuck. Well, he's definitely turning people into rats.
Yeah. What the fuck? I thought these were just like rat people.
No.
I mean, rat people exist, right? They just like it's like a thing.
Yeah.
You can be a rat. You can like be a normal rat person.
I
mean, not normal, like whatever. You know what I mean? Like
No. I had a rat friend.
yeah,
They're out there.
there were rats in the town.
Yeah. They were like.
There were rats in the town. She was just like
No. I don't think it
Like,
Oh my god, she's like,
Hold on.
questioning everything. Like, there were rats in the town. I swear there were rats in the
Little
town.
thing is
Oh my
like,
god,
calm
like
down.
I've
She-
certainly
she,
talked to
like,
some
patting
rats.
her
she
shoulders.
grabs like a piece of armor. It's like, okay,
She's
I
looking at
I
herself.
let you
she
know.
opens
Just-
the backpack.
There's
it's
like there's like
oh, not a rat.
whiskers. Her nose twitches a little bit.
I thought the ear coming out of the hair coming out of Ima's ears were rat whiskers at first, and I was like,
She's supposed to be a little ratty.
okay,
Like I kind of
Mouse.
flavored gnomes to be a
Minish.
little more minishy.
Yeah, which I thought was really
Minish
cool.
cap.
I thought that was a really cool direction.
Thank you.
sorry.
But Tag's gonna like pat her shoulder and be like,
Hey,
"You're not a
Lucas,
rat.
what
We're gonna
was
go."
It tastes kind of like daikon, like radish or daikon.
that? I don't know what
Oh,
this
it might
is.
be jicama. No,
It's nice.
Yeah,
It has a
there's-
very mild taste. There's a lot of pickled daikon in Japan.
what is this? This is. What is this? I know what this is.
It's such a familiar taste, but I don't know.
Fucking. Well, it tastes like a carrot, actually.
A carrot if it was
This
bled of
isn't jicama.
sweetness.
Carrot if it fucked.
Whoa.
Just being a giver.
So, you remember all those people back in those cells? We don't want to make more rats to send after us.
No.
And the Prince X is kind of around there too. So what if we go? What was that? Was that a spider?
That was just a rat. I mean,
Worse. Die.
it was
Guiding bolt.
It's just a rat.
it was an ant. It was an
Oh.
ant. It was an ant. It was an ant. But
That's pretty
was
fucking
a
funny.
very funny slip. Just I was just casually a
rat.
rat climbing up my actual arm and like
Can
seeing
you
Lucas's actual
fucking
arm.
imagine?
I would die.
Oh
Same.
my god.
He's coming
I
for
would just
you.
throw it
Ass
on top of it. All my sins. I must
Just a
pet a
rat.
rat.
Just a rat.
But we go, we break the Prince X out. We take care of that fucking wizard. I'm so tired of these fucking wizards fucking with these dragons. This is the second one. If I had nickel or whatever gold is equivalent to a nickel, I'd have 2, and that's too many for me.
2 coffers.
Oh, that is right. I forgot about that. Oh, she talked about the other people that were like us under her reign, and how one of them was being what's it when you're like not respecting your boss? What's that word called?
Disobedience?
No, but it's like disobeying the like chain of command.
Oh, passive aggressive.
No. It's like not mutiny.
Oh,
Insubordinate.
Yeah, there we go.
He was being like insubordinate and like trying to get dragons born. And like not that dragons aren't cool or whatever, but like
Wait,
they're already dragons.
that had shit to do with her?
No, she was pissed.
Oh, she was
I
just-
think
Wait, who's
he
her?
was using.
Hold on.
No,
Oh, sure.
I think he was using like her magic to siphon it into making a dragon, and she didn't like that because she didn't ask him to do that, and it was like a big pull.
Yeah.
And then
Well-
apparently she had them fight. That we probably shouldn't be talking about. No, actually, should we call for help? This is fucked.
From
Like,
her?
Yeah, I kind of want to blow this place up.
Maybe once we find Sedge. Then we can.
And the
Then we
Prince
can.
X and the other prisoners and the other people that you need to
And
save.
you know,
Yeah,
and you
okay.
know, maybe not quite yet.
Sedge,
I like the idea.
Sedge
we
or-
definitely can.
Sedge, prisoners,
Cause you know
Torch.
what?
gasoline.
I owe her a rat. This guy sounds like the biggest fucking rat of them all.
That's the smartest thing I've ever heard you say.
Same.
She
I'm
like,
not even there.
She like polishes your gun and hands it to you.
Thank you.
Let's go kill rats.
Let's go kill.
Well,
some-
like
well,
the rats that are mean.
I think we can just knock these guys out because
Not
it
like
sounds.
the rats guards. They were just men. I don't even think they're guards.
I think they were just normal men. I could disguise myself as a rat.
We're just normal men.
We're just normal.
We're just
men.
This is
innocent
what
men.
happens when Andy takes Adderall before a session. I am
Yes.
like,
Neurons.
neurons
firing.
are firing.
We
They're
should
just
all
normal
we should-
men.
I was joking
We
with
should just
Lexi.
do
I'm
a
like,
line of Adderall
should
before.
I just bring Adderall for everybody?
Adderall for all.
I've never
Adderall?
If I take it
experienced-
too close before bed, I
Yeah,
have to
this
take mine
is-
at like
this is
1
gonna be a
p.m.
mistake,
because
but I
otherwise I
have to go to
won't be
work
able to
tomorrow.
sleep. You know.
Sedge.
Sedge.
I was gonna say murder. Not yet. Sedge.
Not yet.
Prisoners.
Prisoners.
Prince X.
No, Prince X, then prisoners
I think they're in the same area
in the same area.
because
Okay.
they look like.
So I
the
think
same,
if we get
but-
the Prince X with us, then they can help us, and we can also take out the wizard that much faster.
Interesting. Yeah.
Should I
Sedge,
be okay?
What happened?
What?
Did you? Why are you?
Why am I
What
not
did you-
being
what
a
did you
fucking
do?
idiot?
What happened? Did you talk to her? And you didn't tell me.
I didn't talk to her.
This is you.
I can be like this sometimes. I'm not always a
Cool.
fucking moron.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
And
welcome.
she, thank you for not being weird when
Yeah.
I got weird. And then she,
I told you, it's not weird.
thank you for not getting weird when I got in my feelings.
You know
That's
how
where I'm
like
from.
there are some people that are like always like the most like blah,
Yeah.
and then when something like actually happens, they're like the calmest person.
I hate
That's
it.
tagged.
It makes
Oh, yeah.
me very.
You know?
It makes me very uncomfortable. Not like uncomfortable, but I'm like, are you dying?
No, I'm not.
But-
No, but I
in
mean,
real
really,
life.
I mean, really, that's like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like people have said
See,
that.
this
about
is
me,
usually the
right?
moment where if I was in another gang, I'd normally get kicked out because they also get really sussed out, but it's good.
No. If anything, you're nothing. No offense to your like bull friend. You're the only one I trust in this building. Rav, go fuck yourself.
That's fine. He's
Hey.
he's in his hyperfixation state. Keep working on my gun.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Tag is
I
gonna
like that
take
she
the gun.
doesn't
He's
trust
gonna
Sedge.
keep the sword out. And he's gonna put his gun with Rav
Okay.
and be like, work on that shit.
Cool.
Um,
Do you like equip the sword?
Yeah, he's gonna equip the sword.
Cool. I have to pull up a different doc because I didn't think you were gonna do that.
What in God's name is happening over there,
Lexi's
Lexi?
building something.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
It's Finn.
It sounds like you're hammering.
It does.
Oh, there you go. Cool. So, I'll say, is there anything else you wanted to learn?
There's nothing else
You
to
kind
search
of,
for.
we kind of saw it all.
Tag wants to write in the last page of the guy's journal. And he's just gonna draw
Like-
his funny little
No,
demon
yeah.
head face.
It's like Tag was here.
Mhm.
Right.
And he draws a funny little
And
Marwin.
then you just leave the journal.
Mm-hmm.
Funny little Marlin. That's great.
Cool. As you guys start to walk out, I'll say that, yeah, this is about the time you're holding the short sword, attuning to it. The attunement times are dumb. This would be a fourth thing because the coin is a magic item. They have to attune to.
What coin?
Switchfoot's coin.
Oh, fuck. haven't
You don't
heard-
have to attune to it right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm
You can technically only have 3 attuned magic items.
I know. It's
Like
limited.
so people
Oh,
don't get
and I have
fucking
the hat.
broken.
Yeah.
You
I
have
have
the
the
hat,
hat,
you have
the
the hat.
gun.
Yeah.
Wait, have you
I-
worn the hat?
I haven't worn the hat for a while.
Okay. You can attune to this guy as
Okay.
you see.
I don't need the hat. I have disguise self already.
Yes, you have spells.
You've got that
cool.
power. You've got
As
that
you
kind of
walk
power.
out of the office, you kind of realize, like, an amount, not like a long time has passed, but like, oh, you guys spent a lot of time combing through and you found everything. This is when you see the painting of Sedge and Cordo getting a little aggressive. Like, they're like, their body posture is a lot more like squared up on each other. They're very close to each other. And
Cordo's like,
yeah,
Trying to
then
grab
you
Sedge's
see
face.
as you kind of like, oh, is like the vibe changed. Then that's when you see Cordo's first like he smashes a spell scroll in his hand, and then he just like grabs
Which probably
Sedge's
looks like
face.
such a cool painting.
Yeah,
like, really
and
fucking
like
cool.
kind of like almost like an evil version of like when Howl grabbed the the
Like
gem.
kind of weird, gooey.
Like weird.
Oh, and
'cause
it was
it's
like
like-
because it's coming out like between his fingers,
Yeah,
you know.
and then you like get Sedge, but then you're like, oh, Sedge is dead, I guess, because his head exploded, and then Sedge is just fine.
Like it like clears
Like,
out,
yeah,
and,
and
so
it's like dust rises, and Sedge just is just like,
fuck man.
yeah, like literally like that. Then you see him do like the anime step back, and then do it again, and then nothing happened. You see Sedge cast a spell, and then you do it again, nothing happened. You see him like panting, pull out like a hammer, and then
The video feed like cuts.
no, it stays there. Like all of these things are still there.
Oh damn.
And now we're gonna cut back to Sedge.
Oh no!
So Sedge, my boy, where
cool
are we?
music.
Okay.
Do I what?
You got cool music.
Dude, I was in.
Ooh,
so-
interesting.
I would have fight music, but we jump back to Sedge. Sedge, you've withstood an ungodly amount of magic attacking you.
No, a godly amount of magic.
The Rat King standing in front of you is visibly furious, flustered, but most importantly expended. You can see like waves of lethargy hit him. So like where you would think he was about to charge a smite and just keep going after you, he he can't move.
He's like winded.
Give me an insight check.
Oh! That's an actual 20, so total of 22.
Holy shit!
So with this nat 20, you can tell that his haste spell wore off.
Oh.
Whoa.
He can't move.
His haste spell wore off.
That's
So
how
that's
he was
why
able
he was
to-
able to cast 3 spells in a row without you really kind of doing anything.
Whoa.
Is he thought he took too long to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
He drunk the spell before he came
Oh,
to come to
no.
you. You guys talked for
That's
too
so
long
good.
before he could
Sedge
get
can
before he
keep
could
people
get
talking,
to you.
just like any self-respecting father can do, is keep people talking for too
Tag
long.
talking about sexual encounters led to him not being able to continue this barrage on you, and now he's basically like his hammer is too heavy for his arm. He
What
can't
happens
keep himself
when
up.
I don't? Because Danny, don't know what happens when haste is done.
You get like there's like a word. It's not encumbered. You get like a lethargy, and
It's
you
like
can't move.
exhaustion,
For,
or?
It's like an exhaustion that you can't move for a round. You can't take any actions for a round.
Damn.
I'm gonna benefit of the doubt 2 rounds in this case. Your zone of truth is still on. It's not. I checked. It's not a concentration spell. It's a duration spell.
Yeah.
So
Which is good, I guess.
Yeah. When the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it.
Damn.
So he's just standing there, kind of like making
Does he have like a hair over
yeah.
his face?
His hair is
Yeah.
over his
Oh
face.
yeah.
He's making really
When the
gross
poised
noises.
guys get like the sweaty hair.
Very,
Yeah.
He's like making
Azula.
yeah. He was making very like like very weird, gross noises that you wouldn't
Okay.
expect from this like mid-40s man.
Kind of juicy rat
Okay.
noises.
Juicy in a bad way.
Juicy. Yikes.
Juicy and I hit my max and I wasn't supposed to.
Sounds like me coughing. Oh, that was
That
really
was pretty
juicy.
normal.
I've had juicier.
So have I. A couple weeks ago, in fact. It's just the coughs. It just sucks.
Well, you got
No,
two.
Couple
I
weeks
was
ago.
I was sick after I got
remember.
back from Alaska. You remember this?
So kind of a
Okay.
pitiful man in front of you. Somebody who cheated
So
in every single sense of the word, and is now just looking at you panting and sweating.
So okay. So here's the thing. I don't have my armor as far
You
as I
have your
remember.
armor. You don't have your
You just don't
weapon.
I don't have my weapons. Okay. And
I
my
have your
smites require that I have a weapon. in my hand.
Yes.
And I don't think I have prepared a spell or even know a spell that gives me a weapon. Because sometimes you get
You
those.
grab his weapon.
And I was wondering, I could have prepared magic weapon, but I don't have it. Okay, so like,
You got 4 weapons right here.
can you do
horns.
smites on melee
You could
punches?
smite with your horns.
Can you do that on punches? I don't know if you can. I guess it's a melee weapon.
Improvised
If
weapon.
you would like to smite with your horns, it would be a different kind of smite. It wouldn't be a technical divine smite. Like, you wouldn't be using your holiness to do it. You would have to tap into like another power.
Okay. That's
But
you have horns that you can use to make unarmed strikes.
I would
that deal
consider
piercing
the
damage.
horns on your head
A
pretty
weapon.
finesse weapon.
After you hit a creature with a melee attack as
hit
part of the
a
attack action, you can immediately use the bonus action to push a target.
Shove smite.
Yeah. Or also Goring Rush, which okay. So I can take his weapon maybe. I can do some bisonly activities.
Some bovine.
Just so I can maximally sort of capitalize on the situation. Are there other what?
You get 2 rounds
Yeah.
on him before he's like
Are there other exits other
You could
than
disengage.
yeah.
Dash out of here.
Like are there other exits other than the one we went into?
not that you can see.
Or windows or anything?
No.
Okay.
This is pretty
enclosed.
pretty heart of the temple.
Pretty enclosed. Like a vault.
Mm-hmm.
A vault
You
of a
could-
dusty
You
temple.
could lock him in here somehow.
That's kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
the only
too.
things in here that you've seen are because you did a perception check earlier, right? I remember you doing that.
Yeah.
But there aren't any trapdoors. Even he wouldn't defile this room by boring a tunnel into it. But the things in here are you, the Rat King, and his arms, and like his weapons, and the altar itself with kind of like a magic glow,
Okay.
kind of like you know like the moonbeam kind of pillar. It kind of has like that vibe.
Yeah. Does he have any other visible? That's the weirdest,
Very
stubbiest little end of a
flesh-colored.
carrot.
This
It
is
very flesh colored.
The most rat penisy carrot I've ever seen in my life.
It's thematic, and you just ate it. Does he appear to have any other weapons on his person?
No.
Okay.
But he's a cleric, so he doesn't need his weapon to do damage.
Okay.
He just likes.
Does his weapon? I don't think I have a ability to, like, formally sense. Does the hammer seem magical?
You don't have divine sense?
I do not have divine sense. Well, I have divine sense,
But that doesn't do magic.
But it doesn't. I can detect good and evil, and like I know, but it's like but for people, not for items. And so I don't have like a what's that?
Yeah, detect magic.
Detect magic. Yeah, I don't have that.
With your divine sense, because I think you even talked about having you used that.
I think I
earlier.
did use it last time.
You
And
get
then
an
you were
interesting.
you were like
feeling.
you told me he didn't use radiant magic
Mhm.
at all, and I noticed that with that divine sense, and then that he was like stinky in like a tag kind of way.
Right. So you get being able to look at him without like the fear of like an attack on you. You get the impression that he is bad, but the magic he's using is still good.
Oh, interesting.
And he seems like, for like a better word, like charged in this room. But
like it.
yes, his weapon is a divine weapon, blessed by the same magic of Cadell.
Because I'm basically, my thought is, what if I try to wrestle the weapon out of his grasp while he's incapacitated, and then just like fucking book it?
You could.
Like leave for the door? Because like, or I could use his hammer against him, I guess.
Maybe get
And then
him
I could
out of
smite
this
with it.
room though, because if
I
it's,
could probably lure him out of this room.
if it's amplifying him, or
Or is it
I don't
amplifying?
think so.
Or is it amplifying the hammer?
Whoa.
With the divine sense, that's more accurate.
Oh.
You're so amped, Finn.
Could you smash the altar? I don't know if Sedge would do that.
I don't think.
but-
I don't think Sedge. I don't think
that
Sedge.
would
would
be-
That sounds like a tag move, but I
That
don't think
is
Sedge
a
would
very
do that.
tag move.
I don't think Sedge would do that. I think he is. I think he's gonna try to steal the weapon from him. I think he's gonna try to steal the hammer from him. I don't know what that is, like a disarm or try to wrest it away from him, kind of.
You're gonna hate this. Give me an opposed athletic check, and he's gonna have disadvantage because he's lethargic.
He says, no.
Oh no!
No,
Athletics.
don't do it, honey.
Athletics? Are you sure?
He has a +0 to strength. You have to beat a 3.
I can't lose
Let's see
because
if you get a 1.
I got a 20 total.
Okay, cool.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So wait, I'm gonna like get up to him while he's like panting and try to like wrest the hammer out of his grasp and just like ask him. Oh man, I need to get Sedge's voice again.
Tarnation.
Boy.
Darn tootin'.
Tarnation.
There it is.
Darn tootin'.
Tag, you suck. He would never say that.
Cordo, are you a fraud? And then I'll try to like, wrestle it away. And we're in the zone of truth.
Mm-hmm.
But he can answer it in like, the normal zone of truth rules where you can be like, yes, but no, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've done nothing but follow my God who I see fit.
Ooh, okay.
And then you just you just gotta like grab it. Cool. Because it just kind of goes like out of his hand. And he's just kind of like,
That's kind of sad, but I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for
Push him over.
No, I wanna hit him in the side of the head with the hammer real bad.
cool.
Was
lethal
that
damage.
was
All-
that action?
I'll say
Action to
that
rest.
will be a bonus action, so you can take attacks on him. But this,
Okay.
let me give you the stats of his hammer. 1 sec, it's insane.
Oh
Oh
no.
boy.
This is the Cadell hammer of conviction, like a gavel.
What's another word for hammer?
You
Mallet?
you are holding Cadell's gavel.
Mm-mm.
It is a gavel because that's conviction.
It's a +2/+2 mace, and
+2/+2?
That's
yes.
like +2 to hit and +2 damage.
Whoa.
Yes. And then that's all you can. That's what you get right now.
Because I'm not attuned.
You're not attuned, so you won't know what's going on specifically until you hit him and something happens.
Until I whack him. Okay. So that is a bonus action. I'm going to let's see. Interesting. I mean, I guess he also can't take an opportunity attack on me because he's kind of incapacitated.
Kind of a bitch. Okay.
This is not. Never mind. I can't do sneak attack because this is not finesse. I'm
That would be awesome.
decidedly the opposite of finesse, which is why I got Tag's short sword in the
Yeah.
first place, is so I can use sneak attack. I will like take the hammer after he says that he's followed his god as he sees fit, and Sedge will be like, oh, what will he say in response to that? I don't know, like.
How you see fit, so.
You suck, bitch. This is kind of what the hammer looks like.
Whoa.
It's like a one-handed old world hammer.
You
That's
could
pretty
say-
cool. It's like Thor's hammer.
That is
Um,
How
Thor's hammer.
he sees fit, but he has been blinded.
I
So
was
we
just
can't
gonna
even
say,
see.
you don't seem fit to me. You don't seem fit to me.
Cool.
Up the side of
Give
the
me
head.
an attack roll, baby. And you can do it with advantage because he's
Oh, okay. Well,
incapacitated.
don't mind if I do.
Effectively incapacitated.
That's okay. So let's see. So that's with strength and proficiency. So that's a lot. That's 14 plus 8 is 22 plus 2 is 24.
It's a hit.
With what am I rolling?
Oh,
for
give me
hit?
a D6.
D6. And then I'll put a smite on it if I can.
That's
a 5.
Cool. So that's 5 plus 2 plus your strength,
which is 4.
Cool. So 9.
No, that's 2 plus 4 is
11.
6. Yeah. So it's 11.
Cool. 1 sec.
11 damage. And
then roll me an additional 3d6.
Whoa. Is this? Am I doing smite yet, or is this this different thing?
This is a weapon smite, so it has the power of a smite, but you don't need to be a paladin.
Oh.
Whoa, that's cool.
Imbued with smite. Get smoke.
You're not adding anything. This is just straight damage.
Okay, this is 4 plus 7 total. 7 total.
Cool. An additional
7
cold damage.
Cold damage.
Like the cold ice of death.
Cold ice of death.
Cool.
And
And then
then
he's gonna make a Constitution.
Oh,
saving
never
throw.
mind. I can't cast. Wait.
Put the ice in just ice.
Cool. He succeeds on a Constitution saving throw.
Oh wow. What? Who the fuck knows what that was?
Do not get frostbite.
Where is my divine smite? There's so many different smites.
There are.
There's a lot of smites.
And then can I deal additional divine smite damage?
No, because this is not a finesse weapon.
That was for sneak attack.
Oh, I guess you could.
I would like to
This will be your normal smite damage.
Yes, my normal smite damage. I would like to expend a spell slot. When I hit with a melee weapon attack, expend
What
a
a
spell
smite does.
2d8 radiant damage.
I can't tell you the amount of paladins I've played.
Oh. That's an additional 7 radiant damage.
It's for me, because I don't know things.
You're playing a paladin right now.
That doesn't mean anything.
Are you playing? Is your other character a paladin?
I'm playing Kalith in Baldur's Gate 3 with a Dark Urge.
Oh. So that's, hold on, I'm marking the spell slot. That's I told you 7 radiant damage as well.
Cool.
And now...
What's your first hit?
Second attack.
Jesus Christ. Oh, no.
That is an actual one. Do I still have advantage or not?
Sure.
Wow.
16 plus 2 is 18.
That exactly hits his AC.
Oh.
You swing once just straight into like the side of his ribs. And then you go to the second one to the center and you think it's not going to hit, but it kind of crunches as you make contact.
He's like, no, my new tattoo.
right here in the armpit.
I was like, I didn't say anything.
And this is I roll a d6, right?
Yep.
For the damage. Okay, so that is a 6
Nice.
plus strength, which is 4, so 10 plus proficiency, which is 4, so 14 plus 2.
Cool.
16.
Okay. And then roll another 3d6.
Oh, also for does it do its extra smite?
Yes.
Its own weapon smite. That's actually the best you could possibly roll with a 3d6. Almost.
Yeah,
that's a 17, a Sedgentine.
Sedgentine.
This is just 3d6 of cold damage.
Yeah.
So that's 18.
No. I got 6, 5, and 6.
Oh,
just about as good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Statistically.
I was like, oh, that's about as good as you could.
I thought I heard you.
Yeah.
You rolled perfectly. That's
That'd
my
be crazy.
bad.
That's the Sedgentine.
Wait, that's wrong.
That's the cold damage.
Okay. After
then
these 2 attacks,
I
he's looking very fucked up.
Whoa.
And I don't
Not
have...
like death, but like you just did an insane amount of damage
took his
to
own
him.
hammer and smacked him with it.
Yeah, you did.
And then
You did 58 points of damage to him.
What?
wow, it's a lot of damage.
Math is crazy.
Can I use the rest of my turn to just the movement, just like take a step back from him, and just kind of to see if it provokes an opportunity attack. Basically,
He can't do anything. He doesn't get an action.
Doesn't even get a
movement,
reaction.
or reaction, he doesn't even get his bonus action.
Good.
Finn, stop!
No!
It's not tasty.
No, that's gross.
It's not tasty.
Dude, that's
it's
bad.
just shit.
It's shit. It tastes like shit because it is. No. Go the other
eat,
direction.
You hoe.
Go eat food that we've prepared for you to eat.
Food.
Go on, Finn.
Away!
Lexi, can you call Finn?
Go get her.
Go here. Over there.
He's not very intelligent.
There.
Elegant and not intelligent.
I'm not calling you.
Okay.
Go get Lexi. Go.
So he looks worse in the interim.
He's
does
bleeding.
Does he say anything?
No, he just after you. So you take your 2 hits into his chest, and he's just like, like he's kind of just like crumpled, like on a knee on the floor, and he's just like seething. But he's just looking. He's just like staring into you. And give me a perception check as after your hits connect with them.
He's not that good at perceiving. So that's going to be a 12 total.
Cool. Even with a 12, you see as you hit him and as he kind of crumbles to the ground, something kind of flickers on him. And you see for like a brief second, like some sort of like illusory magic kind of shuffers above him. And for like a brief second, you see what looks like a wrinkled, like emaciated old man. Like somebody who's been underground for 50 years.
You think
imagine?
that was a possibility?
That would have been. I thought that was a possibility. I'm like, what do I do if Sedge kisses him?
What do I do if Sedge kisses this region's big bad?
But yeah, so he's you see this like flicker, but it's brief and it's still you still see the corridor that you know.
Okay.
Or that you are used
remember. Sure, yeah. Yeah.
And he's just seething, looking at you. Like it doesn't even look like that registered to him. He's just like, how dare you hit me with my own weapon? And he just like blood comes out of his mouth.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Aren't these guys the same age? Why does he look so fucked up?
Because he's lived underground and Sedge has lived a rich,
beautiful,
and
gay
social.
He's
rich,
he's vitamin D deficient in a few
life,
different areas.
Yeah. Oh man. If only you knew.
Vitamin D.
And his eyes are flickering between you and the altar.
I won't let him touch it. The altar?
Wrangle that rat.
To wrangle the rat. In response to the flicker, Sedge will ask, the rats, do they know you? Do they really know you?
They see what they deserve to see.
What do they deserve to see?
Something great.
That's interesting. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
And he's just like, he's still trying to keep the act up, and he's just like,
He's just a sad old man.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to just kill him or whatever.
No,
Continue
drag him
to
out.
wail on him.
We could get some justice for the deep ones.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh wait, there were no other people in the church, were there?
You mean the place you walked through?
Yeah, because didn't we
just
walk
like
through?
rat clerics, just kind of just like cleaning and just like doing menial tasks.
Because we
and
walked
stuff.
through the was it like a cathedral with like pews or?
It was more of just like you know how what's it called?
It was
the place I compared it to.
Yes. It was a
What's the beautiful place that Galileo painted a lot of dicks on, Lexi?
It's called the
Sistine Chapel. You know how the Sistine
Galileo.
Chapel is just kind of like, not Galileo, whatever. It's just kind of like a hallway, and you can put stuff in there.
Sure, but
Kinda like that.
he is not. I guess.
In that moment, there were not pews.
But there were others.
They're like people
Other
milling
rats.
about.
Okay.
Not a cathedral.
How how close is the door from him?
It's a small room. Maybe like 10, 15 feet. But this room is like 40 feet across, so it's not like huge. But there's also like a noticeable, like, remember that, like noticeable like wear.
Yeah.
Basilica.
If I get between him and the altar, and do a hammering horns to potentially push him, could I push him through the door back to the chapel? Basically, it pushes 10 feet.
You could get him to the altar. You could get him through the door. Yeah.
I want to get him through the door, I think.
Cool.
So I'm gonna like go to that side, like, so if I understand right, it's like door, him, altar, and I want to be between him and the altar, so I'm pushing him like toward the door.
Cool.
And I want to attack him again.
Read me. You have to get like a running start with this, right?
That's the goring rush. That's the goring rush.
With
so,
hammer and horns, you can just kind of like smack your neck and hit him over.
Goring rush is you have to take the dash action and move at least 20 feet. Hammering horns is after you hit a creature with a melee attack as part of the attack action. You can immediately use a bonus action to attempt to push a target within 5 feet of you and no more than one size larger. It must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you.
Cool.
So because that's a bonus action, I think I'm going to do like melee attack, and then on the second melee attack, use the bonus action to push him away. So I'm like doing like maximal damage to him before I push him through his door.
Cool. In positioning this correctly, you will have to step in the circle. Are you okay with that?
Ooh.
Zone of Truth circle?
No,
we're
like,
all in the zone of truth.
The
but
circle
I mean
of like dust.
The circle of dust. While wielding Cadell's gavel? I think so.
Cool.
I think so, which will be kind of wild because the circle of dust will now have a couple of hoof prints in it.
Interesting you mentioned that. Two things happen as you kind of position. I'm going to say you're taking your time, and because you're like, he's just like a man on the floor. Yeah. You kind of do like the like action movie walk around him, like looking at him, but just like holding the hammer down. And as you step into the ring for the first time, another illusion breaks, and you see a consistent boot steps back and forth to the altar. The boots look about the size of his boots, his shoes.
Interesting. Why would he maintain the ruse that it's untouched for his rats?
He's the only one that comes in here.
He's the only one that comes in here. Is he maintaining the ruse for himself? Or maybe for me?
And then on the second one, give me a religion check, and you can do it with advantage because you're holding a hammer.
Good. I still have not a good bonus to religion because he's not smart.
They're just like, religion isn't wisdom? That sucks. I hate
It's
that.
int. I know.
Yeah, why is it intelligence?
I would switch medicine and
Is medicine wisdom?
Medicine is wisdom.
I would switch medicine.
Medicine should
and
be
religion.
intelligence.
I know.
Religion should be wisdom.
Yeah. It is 17. So
17.
the advantage really helps there because it's 17 plus nothing.
DC was a 15 without touching the altar itself. You step toward it. You feel like the power coming off of this hammer. You felt the power in this room, but entering this kind of like aura, for lack of better words, this kind of like zone near it, you feel, you kind of like turn your back to it. And as you're about to attack again, you feel like a shift in the energy that you're feeling. It's still the same energy, but it's almost as if you're like, you focus the lens on it. And you feel a weird and worrisome emptiness from the altar behind you. Unlike anything you've really ever felt. You're holding a weapon that he told you was blessed by this, and you have no reason. I mean, other than the fact that he's lied to you about it, basically everything else. You have no reason. You can feel the hammer's holiness. Like you can feel the holiness on your sword that was blessed. You can feel a different kind of like divineness from your shield.
Yeah.
Those are all in line. But like you feel a weird vibe from this altar.
Does it feel like a black hole? Like there's the aura is around it, but it itself is nothing.
It feels like deep and confusing. You feel the magic, but as you get close to it, it changes. There's not much you can really gain from it without like getting near it and like feeling it in the sense of like physically and spiritually. But yeah, you feel as you get in this aura, you feel this kind of like wave of like connection, and like it's like you're connecting to something, but like you're seeing almost like a shell of it.
Weird.
That's the environment's turn, and it's back to your turn. I'm kidding. That's another Baldur's Gate thing.
The environment's turn was to weird Sedge out and make him think he's using a dead god's hammer, but he's going to stick with his original plan, and that is to give him a good whack.
You gonna whack him again?
Hit me! He doesn't do that. He doesn't want to be hit.
Joker voice. Okay.
No, I'm old. Don't be mean.
I'm just a small man.
Okay. So I rolled a.
He didn't look like a rat.
Huh?
He didn't look like a
He
rat.
just
He
looked
just
like
looked
an
like a
He just
man.
looked like an old guy. Does he still look recognizably like the kid I knew? Like, does it all look like it could still be the same person?
It's
or is
yeah.
it okay?
He
It's
wasn't illusioning you from the start.
No.
Yeah. Or it's not like he is taking the disguise of somebody I once knew, but he's very clearly like some other guy.
No.
It's just like what I see
He was
now
presenting
and
something
what I
to you.
saw is like two different paths of the same like guy growing up.
He showed you what he thought you would have wanted to see of a cleric. Because you got a nat 20, right? Yeah, he showed you what he thought you would want to see when you arrived at a temple.
Whoa. Whoa.
Dude's got issues.
He does have issues.
If you were old and wrinkly and like see-through, you probably wouldn't want random people.
Because he's the cave guy.
You know Gollum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
Gollum.
guess.
So that's a 16 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2, which is
That's
a
super his
total
dog.
of 26 to hit.
Damn.
And
D6.
and I'm going to do D6 is 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus strength plus proficiency plus the 2. So that's
You should add some of those together.
well, because normally
your attack bonus,
in my
use dexterity.
inventory. Well, no, it's normally in my inventory. Like I know, like because it's equipped, so like I know how much damage it does. But I'm like back calculating it each time.
You can't add
Because,
it to
yeah.
D&D
Oh, you're using
Beyond.
D&D Beyond. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah. Well, I'm secretly because
The big government,
They don't know.
Wizard of the Coast, we're all using D&D Beyond, and we don't
All
hate
the
it.
turns are tabled. Now you're the one suffering.
I
through
bought
D&D
all of
Beyond.
my
know.
books.
I know. So yeah, so that's 13 on the hit itself, and then I think does it require a bonus action to do Divine Smite?
Nope, it just
When
happens.
you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend a spell slot to deal extra radiant damage.
You just
Okay.
need a spell slot.
I guess I will just expend another spell slot to do that.
You won't.
That's going to
I
be
don't
an
believe you.
extra 7 radiant damage. And then does the hammer still have its own smites? Any of those
It
left?
seems like it takes a round to recharge.
Oh, okay. Then that's one attack.
Cool.
I'm going to do the other one. 21.
Hits.
That is 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going that's when I'm going to do my bonus action now. So after you hit a creature with a melee attack as part of the attack action, bonus action, so I'm using my bonus action. and I'm gonna try to push him. He needs to succeed on a strength saving throw DC 16. Or be
Okay.
pushed into the door, basically. Or through the door if I can manage
this
it.
This is a
This is
rat
a cheese.
die
This is a cheese
kind of
opportunity.
situation. Move this bread.
Cheese! Oh.
Yeah, keep the cheese there. I just want you to see this roll. So he has a +0 strength. So he has to get a 16 or higher.
Yep.
No!
Wow! He's a pretty resolute guy.
God
As
damn.
you go in, you hit him another 2 times. Same, just center of the chest. Because you're not a bad. You're not like a vain fighter. You're
I'm
not
not
like,
like-
I'm gonna hit him in the head.
I'm not like punitive
Yeah.
for the sake
You're
of
just
pain.
like the best place to hit him is just in the center of the chest. You hit him 2 more times, but as you go to
The idea of a bison guy using that hammer is pretty spooky.
yeah, I mean you're basically like biblically accurate Thor. Thor is like a huge guy. Like Thor isn't hot. Well, Thor isn't like ripped hot. Thor is like I am a barrel
Thor
of a
isn't
man
like
and I'm gonna
Chris
fly through you.
Hemsworth.
He's just like tank guy.
Time to go to
It's
bed.
time for you to eat.
Nope.
When you take out the garbage.
Oh,
Time to take out the trash,
you don't get
which
to
is
eat.
what Sedge says. It's time to
Time to take out the trash.
So as you go down to
The
like
rubbish.
buck him with your horns, he grabs your horns
Ooh.
and he stands up
Oh, no.
and he matches your height.
Oh no.
He's recovered.
And he just looks at you.
How long does Zone of Truth ask? Can I still ask him bullshit
You can ask him a
questions
question.
that make him feel bad?
Yeah, do
Because
it.
that's basically what I've been doing this whole time.
Keep him talking.
10 fucking minutes.
You have to concentrate?
No,
Nope.
What?
it's not concentration.
That's crazy.
It's just 10 minutes. I mean, I guess if he tries to lie, he can make a charisma save.
To get out of it.
Wait, no.
No.
I guess did he already fail his charisma save? Because it's
He has to leave the zone. It's until it's 10
yeah.
minutes, you turn it off, or someone leaves it.
okay, yeah.
Cool. So it's his turn.
Okay.
He resisted your thing, and he is going to. He looks at you.
Did I have any damage from last time?
You didn't. He didn't strike. He missed all of his
He
spells.
just kept trying to control you.
He
Okay.
kept trying to knock you. Like, he just kept trying to stun you.
Damage was on my sheet, and I didn't think because we did a rest, and then we immediately went into that confrontation.
Yeah,
I don't
so you
think-
would've-
So okay.
You wouldn't have gotten hurt.
All right.
He's holding
your
you by the
worst.
horns, and he's looking at you in the eye. This is the full truth. Remind me of your character's name. Your full name.
Oh, Cedric Sorrelson.
This is the full truth, Cedric Sorrelson. You will not leave this mountain. And he's going to cast a 6th level harm on you.
Wow.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Harm.
And don't roll it yet. 'Cause I need to roll my dice first for it. Give me all your d6s.
Cool. Hate the sound of that.
I'll roll that twice.
I don't want my bison to die.
Okay.
It's a lot of damage. 6th level though. He's expending the big spell slots for me.
18.
He can't have that many spell slots
Oh
left.
man, I'm starting to feel a little special.
Well, no, but he used a scroll.
He used a scroll and
You,
then he
you don't
used,
need a spell slot for a scroll.
but he used 2 additional spells that are gonna be something fierce. Cause they were like curse. Is curse a big spell?
It's a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
Um,
Was it all of those dice twice?
yes.
Oh wow.
20, 35,
Damn.
7,
What's your con?
37.
My con is +6.
48.
So
Okay.
that is good.
Give me your Constitution saving throw.
Okay. One moment.
You're using these guys.
I was
And then this is yours.
Shield, sentinel attack. Okay. I think I am just gonna have to do it. I don't think there's no way I can weasel out of it. Con save.
You're looking to beat an 18.
Okay, 12 or higher then. 3. So no. I got a 9 total.
Cool. So you feel, as he's holding onto you and his arms are charging this magic, you just feel like the coldness of death. Like the full power of his death cleric abilities supercharging into your skull. He's holding you by the head, and then you just feel this like wave of just necrotic energy, coldness, not like the cold of the tundra that you're used to, and that you'd be like kind of like it'd be nice.
You probably feel good.
And you take 44 damage.
Can't take more of those.
And your hit point maximum is reduced for 1 hour by an amount equal to the necrotic damage you took.
So you can only get back up to 44 hit points?
Yeah. So
47, but yeah.
So your hit point max for the next hour is 44. Or 47.
Yeah,
the second number.
It's my total hit points minus what I just took.
Yes.
Yeah. For the next hour?
For the next hour.
Okay, so I have a maximum of 47 hit points now.
So
which means I'm at my maximum.
Yeah, you have full health.
I have full health.
So you feel how he looked. You feel how he looks, I guess. He's
You get an extra
bleeding, you're
wrinkle.
bleeding, you just feel, you feel like a flu, like you're almost diseased. Like you feel like this like gaunt.
When I hit him those extra 2 times, did his image flicker anymore?
Yeah, it flickered again and it flickered again. But
Okay.
it seems that he can control it to an extent. So
Okay.
he's holding his image.
So it's like only when he's like actively experiencing excruciating pain does it like slip a little.
Yes. And then he looks at you. Not only are you going to die in this mountain, everyone you've brought with you will die, and it will be your fault. And then he stands back to his full height,
Is he
and
taller
he
than
uses.
me?
You're about the same height.
Oh, okay.
He's a little shorter than you, but that's just because you're a giant.
Also,
and he's a
that
tall,
adds a little bit to the height.
And he uses a legendary action, and rats come to him, fill him, like he's just staring at you. Like rats just flood in from seemingly nowhere and just cover him. And the last thing you can see are like the glowing like white of his eyes as he disappears.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
And you're left alone in this room with his hammer and this altar.
Is he...
He's gone.
So he's just truly somewhere else.
He effectively teleported.
Okay. Because there's... if he was invisible, I could suss him out, and then there's a spell that I can do that makes somebody not
And then,
invisible.
and then you
but-
saw the rats go. Like they basically crawled up him. You saw his eyes, and then they just kind of like left.
I'll take a little
And-
piece of him.
Yeah. No.
Like an ant colony taking the leaf apart.
It's a fucking cool spell.
Wait, how long is or how wide is Zone of Truth? Wow, it's
20
kind of-
foot radius.
15-foot radius. Does that include the altar? I mean, you know.
Give me one moment. Let me read the spell. Because it would include it.
15-foot radius sphere, so that's 30 foot.
It's not a creature.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just for him. For him, like, does he, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like-
your zone. You're like.
But I
holy
just mean
truth
like,
is touching it.
like, yeah, like he's doing Zone of Truth, and the altar isn't a creature.
You could.
But like for Sedge's personal comfort, like does
the colors around where it's touching turn into like the like silver glow of like what you would assume and what you remember Cadell's clerics using. Like his looks the same, but you can't tell if that's like the white of death or like the white of like the silver of Cadell. They're similar enough, but like where I'm assuming like a kind of like golden aura, where it would touch and kind of form like a bubble. It's kind of like golden, or it's kind of like silver around where it's touching.
Okay. Sedge will I mean, he left before Sedge could get in his good quip that he doesn't have enough faith in Tag because he said that you were gonna die too, and Sedge is gonna be like, I don't know, these
This
goobers,
kid's died once
these
already.
goobers
He can't
seem
die, question mark? I don't
pretty
even
dang
know.
good at staying alive.
You'd be surprised.
Sedge will look back at the altar when I look directly at the altar while I'm in its zone and I see the footprints. Do I see anything else like on top of it? Or is the altar itself been wiped clean? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I know that its illusion is that it's all dusty.
You notice that the illusion is just the floor. He was actually telling the truth when he said that he's never, like, nobody touches it. Nobody's touched it since when he blessed his weapon.
This is the weapon that I'm holding. This is the one that's been blessed. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go touch that altar.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch the altar.
You're gonna touch it with your hand, or you're gonna touch it with the hammer?
Sedge is gonna touch it with his hands. But not like that. I think he's... No. I was thinking he was gonna like...
Lick it.
For those listening, I was reaching out with my tongue.
Yeah.
Taste the altar, crave the mineral.
He's gonna just like ask the altar, Cadell, are you there? And I know the zone of truth doesn't affect the altar, but he's just gonna ask Cadell if it's there, and then wait for a response. And then if he doesn't get one, he's just gonna start like dusting it.
So describe to me what you're doing, because it's very specific.
He's praying.
Are you, but like when you're like, Cadell, are you there? Are you like touching it? Are you just standing there with the hammer and you're just like, hey Cadell? Kind
of kneeling with the hammer.
Cool. You feel the same emptiness that you felt earlier. Kind of nothing really changes. You don't feel a connection. You don't like, you're not like casting like divine intervention or anything.
Yeah. But I feel like less of a connection than I like even normally do. I guess,
weirdly,
right?
That's a great way to put it.
Because I normally
you're just like, oh yeah, the unification, great. And you're not really specifically thinking about each god, or like, oh, I'm going to use revenge in this moment, you know.
Like he's deliberately not here.
I'll say again the same thing I said earlier. Like this is like a worrisome emptiness, even though you're being like kind of bombarded with the physical magic.
Sedge will attempt to, like, with his hand, like, clear off the dust on the altar.
Cool. I'll say you reach your hand out and you start to wipe, but you kind of are like, compelled is the wrong word. It's almost like you just stop moving. Not through like, I'm being stuck.
Like a magnet.
But it's like you're like feeling like it's like a jolt. To like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna start this wiping action, and my hand just kind of stopped. You feel this very worrisome emptiness, unlike you've ever felt. It's like confusing, but it's deep. You feel the magic emanating off, but when you touch it, it's as if it just feels that the magic is only coming from here. You would have really no way of like outright knowing this, but in your gut, maybe in like your innate like holiness as like a paladin, your connection to the unification. But when your hand comes in contact with this altar, even while say you're holding another thing that should be connected to this altar, and you like search for the origin, you search for the generator of its power, it's not there. The only time you have ever heard of an item being directly blessed from a god, and you knew this prior to talking to him, losing a connection to the god while still maintaining a power was when that god died.
Whoa. Which god? Which god do I know? Oh, it was Cadell.
This is news.
This is news. So, okay. So I know in a general sense,
when an item is like
when an item is blessed by a god and the power stays with the item, I know that like means that the god is
You've
dead.
heard rumors of this happening.
But I know
in,
that
like,
I know that
corners of a church,
like
you've never
theologically,
yeah.
But I have not witnessed this.
Nobody's
in anything.
really witnessed this.
Oh, weird. Dang.
Who was Cadell fighting in that mural?
Oh yeah, which guy? Which did
Was it in Mall?
Sedge did see
You
that.
saw that.
Because that was in the hall.
Mm-hmm. I have my notes, but it's a couple positions back. Cadell was fighting in Mala. Good memory.
That is a good memory.
So you feel a distinct and acute emptiness. Perhaps you felt emptiness like this before, an emotional emptiness maybe. And I don't know, like it feels like somebody has like sucked the air out of your lungs. This is a profound, confusing, and I'm gonna wager terrifying experience for Sedge.
Kind of like existentially.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't... People don't like get proof in real life, you know, that like the thing that they worship is like dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you don't experience that.
It's
You know what I mean?
it's akin to the emptiness that you feel when like it clicks that like what you thought about religion was wrong. I'm not saying that this is like what's happening to Sedge, but it's like that kind of like disorienting.
You're like, oh, like frame shift.
Like I've heard of this happening, but it wasn't supposed to happen. Like they heard it was possible, theorized that if an item blessed, like a god came down and blessed an item, and then this kind of happened, like probably this would happen.
Hypothetical.
It was a hypothetical.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to happen.
If Sedge like pulls his hand like away from the altar, does the dust handprint remain, or was he not actually able to touch it?
The like wipe mark, and where your hand stopped, that remains, and there's like a little like a print of a hand.
Dang.
Conviction's dead.
Sedge, will say, if maybe, I don't know, maybe you'll like say to the altar or the hammer or both, like, Cadell, if you are around in some way, I hope you rest in peace. I gotta find my friend. And then he runs for presumably tag out the door. Maybe smashes the door.
Cool. Yeah. You have this moment again. Like, it's not like you would get a response or like a direct like whatever when you prayed before, but you still like felt good after it.
Yeah.
This is the first
He's
time.
maybe doing that for himself more than for
this is the first
Cadell.
time that you've prayed and it hasn't like felt good.
Yeah. I'm probably, if time allows, I will come back for a ceremony, but that's an hour and I got shit to do. So
yeah, and you got an hour.
I got an hour.
Yeah.
In your head.
I've got an hour.
As,
Or maybe I'll do a ceremony and just fuck off at 47 hit points for an hour. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna smash a door and run out into the hallway to look for
burst through. You break the doors off the hinge. You're strong. You don't need to check. You just kind of run at this old door and go. And there are like several rat clerics, like 3 or 4, kind of just like gently, just like standing in the hall, and they're all just looking at you.
Do you have conviction? He will ask the rats as they look at him. Are you convicted? Do you believe in Cadell? Without a response, Sedge will just continue running through the hallway unless they oppose him.
Cool. No, they just as you walk by, their heads just kind of follow you.
Oh man, that's utterly so sad to Sedge. That's like so sad.
You two are kind of reaching. What do you?
How
do
long do you watch?
How long do you watch? I didn't think about that. Do you guys like see that like it get confrontational and then head out, or do you just watch it? Like
I feel like
because that happened. I'll say in the span of like a minute.
I think
because each round is 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Tag probably was just standing there, like totally enthralled, watching, and like maybe let Marwin walk away a little bit, and like was going to leave, but then as soon as he saw Cordo like grab Sedge, then he's like, no, I need to see what happens, because there's no sound with these, right? No. It's just
There's not like I was thinking about when I was designing this, like should I put like an old timey speaker and be like.
That would be terrifying. That'd be
so scary.
But I was like, that kind of it's like it's clashing.
Did Sedge? I don't think so, and Sedge wouldn't know to look for it.
You would have no idea.
There's no other but there's like nothing else in the room.
It's the altar and a ring of dust.
There's not like a very overt perched rat in the corner
there's
looking
down.
Not
a stand with like a little red light where a rat's like.
Can Tag take one of the frames with him?
You can try it.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna try and pull the one off of.
Tag invents the first portable TV.
Tag invents those newspapers from the series.
How big are these frames?
It's like the size of the window.
Oh.
It's the Declaration of Independence.
I'll say the size of half of the window.
Can you take a knife out and try and just take the canvas with them?
Give me an attack roll, I guess. It's sleight of hand, actually.
Oh god. That's a 15. No, that's a 13.
Cool. You take out like a small knife or like the short sword or whatever.
I got a dagger.
You take out a dagger and you start to cut it, and it looks like it's working, but like as you sever like 3 corners of it, it seems like you cut the spell.
Okay.
And it just kind of just like it. I'll say it freezes on the frame of Sedge touching the altar.
Nice.
Oh.
Knowing that he can't take these with him and he doesn't want to leave a way for Cordo to check in on them, he's gonna slash the other ones.
That's middle of shit.
That's
and
good.
I mean they're
break the security
like literally
room.
just like shh. Yeah.
Cool.
Man, I love that. And we just get a bunch of freeze frames of rats doing their daily
things. Yeah, you see a rat just like handing bread.
I really want one rat to just be.
Yeah, I was just gonna make that joke. Literally.
You see.
He's stuck picking his nose forever.
Yeah. So like starting at the beginning of the hall, I guess starting where you guys are, you see a depiction, like a frozen depiction of like the Prince X, the wizard. Actually, not the wizard. As you were watching, it's just the jailer and a couple guards just kind of chilling. A frozen depiction of that. You see, you stab into another one, which is just your empty room. You cut into another one, which is a hallway. But you notice before you stab that the rats aren't just like walking around. They just kind of like set down gently what they are doing, but they're just standing there. And it's just like 6 rats standing along a long hallway.
Is there a canvas that shows Tag and Marwin in that hallway?
Okay. You see, and then you're just like one of the, I'll say in your thing with the guard, one of the rats is like,
yes.
Or I guess it'd be like, like a couple like townsfolk just like handing each other stuff. And then so you rip apart all these frames. You get on the other side of the illusory door. I'm gonna say you're still stealthing. Onto that net 20. Do it.
he's also gonna relay to Marwyn through rapport spores that the Rat King is on the move and not
Cool.
with Sedge anymore.
She yeah, you see her like take her hand across her blade and it just like lights on fire.
Oh, tell me about this short sword I picked up.
Okay, cool. That's a +2/+2 sword. As an action, you can engage this sword, and you have advantage on wisdom on insight checks to determine whether or not someone is lying to you. You can also cast Dispel Magic on an object or person you suspect is using magic to alter their appearance or otherwise lie to you once a day.
Holy shit.
It's the Sword of Elven Truth.
Oh.
You open it up and you see a mere like short sword, and that seems like it is enchanted by a shaman long ago.
But I can also tell when people are lying.
It's an action. You can engage the advantage on insight checks takes an action, and you like open the sword. It's kind of like Sting, I guess. You kind of like open the sword and like look at them in the reflection. You get advantage on their line. The Dispel Magic on if somebody is trying to fool you is once a day.
Got it.
And I just put it in the chat.
Is it still 1d6 plus 2?
1d short swords are 1d6, right?
Yeah.
Usually.
1d6. Yeah, it's the +2/+2 is
Plus 2 to hit, plus 2 damage.
Yes.
Got it.
In addition to whatever you would add.
Plus 7. So it's plus 9 to hit.
Cool.
Damn. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Tag is rushing along with Marwyn.
Cool.
Not like stealthing, but hurrying.
You see the same thing that Sedge saw. They're not looking at you because you guys are stealthing. But they're just clerics. Guards, but like just rats, more of just rats in armor. Kind of just standing along the edges of the halls. As you get out and kind of turn the corner, you hear an explosion from down the hall where Sedge was coming from.
There's a hinge of a
You
door skittering across the Sistine Chapel floor.
Oh my god.
And then like a door hinge just and then Sedge just like walking around the corner. And you don't see them. You just turn the corner. You're just like, I came from that way. And you're just like walking.
So we're
He's
just
like
going
looking around.
It's like, Sedge. But, okay, wait, actually, I want Tag to throw. He's like, Rav, give me the fucking mushroom. Rav, give me the mushroom.
Like, no, I want to eat it.
No, you can't eat it.
He bites your hand.
You already have Ow!
I kind of like Backpack Rav. It's a new energy for
Back
me.
Rav. Rav Pack. The Rav Pack!
It's a Rav Pack.
But Tag is going to take the mushroom out of his backpack and huck it at Sedge.
Give me a ranged attack.
Yeah, you gotta aim to chuck a mushroom across the
You want a
Sistine
ranged
Chapel.
attack from me with sharpshooter? Sure thing.
You can use all your abilities as if you're shooting.
You're just gonna bean him with a mushroom that'll
I'm
explode
gonna-
into his face?
I'm gonna bean you with a mushroom.
It's gonna
You have to
explode
hit
in
like
your
a
face.
30 or whatever his AC is.
It's definitely not that. It's a 12.
So
Wait, can Rav help me?
Does it? I wonder. Does it like go? Do you not?
I'm not
do you
trying to hurt you.
No,
with
no.
this.
I know,
just want
but
the spores
but the
to get on you.
result is like, does it not go far enough? Does it sail way past him? Like
you said you're walking down the hall.
Can I use a grip?
And you
save,
want to.
fucking save those.
Did I?
Nope, save those.
No.
Save those because you're gonna need them for. He did 44 permanent hourly
That's
damage to
true.
me or whatever.
You can only do that once.
You don't know how many 6th level spell slots he has.
Can't
That he has 6 level spell slots at all is
that's
scary
true.
enough.
That's
Save
true.
your grit.
Okay.
He's just gonna see a mushroom sail past his eyes and be like, "What the fuck was that?" And then look back and see you.
You're walking along, and you're kind of like walking past a pillar, and then you just see a mushroom, like a weirdly like big Mario mushroom, just kind of like sail through the air and just hit next to you and go.
Oh no.
God
But
damn
but it's just sitting next to you. Like it's not close enough. The spores haven't gotten to you yet, and you're just kind of like,
You just hear like shit
yeah.
behind you.
Tag, was that you?
Shh, go walk into the fucking mushroom cloud.
Walk into it?
It's like message, but it's mushroom message.
How far away is Tag
He's
whispering?
like 30 feet away from
You're
you.
like stage whispering
Yeah.
from 30 feet away?
He's like pointing frantically at
Now
the
you
cloud.
could- yeah, now you see it.
Sedge will just sort of like,
And it goes
with his big-
fully in.
with his big cow nose.
You do a big like weird cow sneeze. Like
Snot
Like
everywhere.
you get snot all over the floor, all over these like nicely.
I know it's
Like
like
gross.
an office sneeze.
I
And
think I'm
then-
allergic to these things actually.
But you hear that in your brain.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh man,
I'm here too.
You're even close. Oh,
Rav's also
boy.
here. Marlon's
Hey,
also
I'm
here.
sorry.
You're all hearing this
We
now?
could have just
Yeah.
we could have just like
Are
walked
you
up
okay?
to you. These
Are
rats
you
aren't
okay?
really doing
I'm
anything.
fine. Thank you for
Marwin stands up.
thank you for
Yeah.
warning me about your allergies after making me smell that. I hope I'm not gonna.
You come from like plains, right? You probably don't have like a. This isn't like a wheat.
No, this is a fucking mushroom, man. I don't know
No,
what
we
you're
got
talking
we
about.
got
It's
some peat
weed.
bogs though. They got some mushrooms. Nothing quite so smelly, but
This
that's
is
fine.
This is pungent.
Yeah.
I need to ask the deep ones if they have.
Do they have
She
like-
trails off.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, gotta
I
figure out if
appreciate-
it'll.
I appreciate where you're going.
This doesn't stain, does
She
it?
goes. Yes.
Yeah.
We not to cut the fungal talk short. We got a major problem.
Yes. I saw.
You saw.
Yep, he's got some weird fucking way to watch everyone in this town.
You see a photo.
Cordo
you see a
does.
painting of yourself doing something you did like 3
I'm
minutes ago.
Because it was
I'm pulling
this,
out
right?
Sedge's sword
Oh.
and shield.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you.
And then hands it to him.
I appreciate. Where'd you find this?
Found it in a box.
Yeah.
You just found it in a box.
It was a chest in
I
behind
really,
the
I
magic
really,
wall.
yeah. I thought they were gonna.
Past some unsettling paintings in an office of a psychopath.
Like imagine a window where you can see what people are doing, except it's in a painting on a frame on a wall.
You said you saw what we were doing.
Yeah.
Then you know Cordo is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got fucking like brain blasted.
Couple times.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
yeah,
you shook,
that.
you shook off
yeah,
his
no,
first
yeah.
attack.
The first few was awesome.
To
but
that,
then
to that,
the
I think
last
you know
one
when somebody's
looks
like,
it hurt.
you know, somebody's like really ill and they
Mhm.
like look older,
Yeah.
like their wrinkles
Mhm.
are like more
like deep eye
pronounced.
bags, you're
Yeah.
sweating.
I feel like that's like kind of what Sedge
His
looks
eyes
like
are
now.
round.
Do you need like a healing potion or something?
No, I don't. I don't think it'll do any good. I think he did something to me.
Oh shit.
I don't know how long it'll last, but we gotta deal with him. We gotta get out of here.
Well, so we were gonna go. We know where the Princex is, and
Lead the way.
also, he's turning people into rats.
We gotta
Yeah,
run.
yeah.
Lead
like,
the way.
like everybody you see,
They all were not
they were
rats.
not rats. That guy,
We-
right?
we probably
She
killed people who
reaches
weren't
over and
rats.
holds up a man and just shakes him. He was not a rat before. He was not a rat. He used to be probably like an orc. No, like a half elf. And then now he's a rat.
we gotta
Is that
go.
Rat Tybalt?
Walk and talk. What?
And then he just kind of just like not like throws him, but kind of just like tosses him back.
Do
and
you
just kind of
do you all know what's wrong with him? What's wrong with any of the rats?
They're like
Why aren't they?
They're like permanently
They're-
transformed into
they-
rats. It
like,
was a
they
he
have like
thinks
a-
he,
No,
like a permanent
why,
amnesia.
why aren't they doing anything right now?
Oh,
that,
he's got some mind control stuff.
There
On him.
was like talks of like a wizard, and then we saw a wizard
Oh
in that
yeah,
painting.
there's another. Oh wait, no, you wouldn't know. There's the Princex. There's another wizard, and
There's
they're
a
trying
painting
to,
of
they're
that. That's how
trying
we
to
saw it.
they're trying to do shit to the Princex. The wizard's gone. We also got to find the wizard, but they definitely maybe influenced Cordo to do crazy shit and turn people into rats so he can mind control.
We need to get out of here as
Mhm.
fast as we can. We are running out of time, and I'm afraid that the Prince X is also running out of time.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go get him.
Yeah. Do you know where they're being held?
It's in like similar cages to where we were at. They're in actual cages. We weren't in really cages.
Oh, speaking of that, there was they were watching us while we were
Yeah.
in our room.
He's had eyes on us since we probably stepped foot in this mountain.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
That's why
me.
Voon was killing the rats.
Yeah,
He's
if I ever see
he's
another
a very
just a normal rat,
suspicious sort.
I'm just gonna kill it.
No.
No, like one of the little ones.
Oh.
Because they're rats. Get it? But she sees one skittering and chops it in half.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Are you
No, Rat Lexi!
the part of the part
There,
of
there is a
Dead Rat
very
when you
cute
play Lexi.
rat cleric just sitting there and just kind of nodding along with her.
The one sentient rat who's
Yeah.
like just there to hang out.
Help.
Don't we? I think we were wrong to take out any of our suspicions about the Rat King on the rats themselves. They are most certainly not the problem. They, as you said, they never were. He's cast illusions, not just amnesia on the rats, but he shows them a different image.
Oh.
He's-
Is he not as hot as he's...
No tag. He's not as hot. He's
Good. It's always too good to be true.
he's sallow and haunted because he's lived in a cave for decades.
Is that what happens when you live in a cave for decades?
Presumably, I don't know. I haven't lived in a cave for that
Unless you're
long.
cool like the deep ones and you're like evolved to live here.
They seem like they're handling it a lot better than he is.
Yeah, they eat like
I
things from the
I
earth.
feel like they were
And
probably
I
like built
think
for
they
this
go,
place.
They
and-
probably go outside sometimes.
I don't think furbolgs belong in caves.
I don't either.
I don't. This might give me like a predisposition to the fear bugs. I know it's not good. I'm just saying this. You guys are like running down the hallway. I don't.
We're just mentally having this like
my
insane
Yeah,
conversation.
as you guys are like running
Just
through
like,
the
yeah.
things,
Booking it.
just running past
Mhm.
guards that are just
Inert-
not moving.
Inert guards.
that just turn their heads
People that
to
are just
watch.
chilling.
That's so
Um,
creepy.
And
That's very spooky.
and Tag, Rav, don't listen. If you listen, this is in your head. If you listen, it'll beat you up. And on the way that
Can you turn it off?
she stops.
Are you gonna like talk out loud?
I'm gonna talk to just Sedge, but I can't. I don't know how to do that with this. This is not the kind of
Why don't
magic
you
I
just
like.
talk out loud and I'll just plug my ears?
Because I don't want the rats to hear. It's embarrassing.
More
Tag,
embarrassing.
promise me. Tag.
Fine.
She gives you a
fine,
dead arm.
Fine. Ow! That's my
Can you
bad arm
turn
already.
off? Can you turn off your perception of rapport spores?
I'll say it's like a Discord or walkie-talkie. Like if somebody's using the
Right.
channel you're on,
I can't hear what you guys are saying, so you
Yes, you
better
can.
tell me when to unplug my ears.
Tag, you're pretty cool.
You want to sit?
I can't
You
read
can
lips
actually
either.
hear it. It's in your brain. Sedge, I'm sorry for comparing you to him or putting you in the same ballpark as this lunatic.
No apologies necessary, Marwin.
I thought you
was,
God guys were all losers, but you're a nice man, and I'm gonna kill him.
You know,
Well, maybe not me. You might kill him.
I don't know if I'm a nice man, but I certainly
You're
try.
not that. And she just kind of goes.
He's of a different sort. I don't think he's a religious man to begin with. I think he's using it for his own dark machinations.
Maybe he was at
Finn,
some
go
point,
away.
but he
No,
definitely isn't.
Finn!
No. Finn.
Oh, I have my
You're
ears
gross.
plugged.
When she gives you another arm, and then you guys reach the bottom of a staircase, and you have
Censored
Thank
by
you.
a sleeve.
Good.
you guys. Yeah, I hit you again. You're good.
My ears are still plugged.
And then she fully just stops running. Thanks, Tag.
What? You're
I
fucking...
appreciate you
You're
for
welcome.
listening to me. Let's kill those rats.
Okay.
There's a lot of gratefulness going on. Some Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
No, it's good.
You
Okay.
get to the
Marwin
bottom.
appreciates you.
Oh.
Closing your ears.
Yeah, didn't I say that? That's what I said.
Yeah,
I,
no,
that's-
I'm
I said
just-
those words
No,
exactly.
Forcing.
You gave me a fucking dead arm twice.
Only affectionately. Let's go.
3
Want
times?
another one?
No.
That's right. Gross. That's so gross.
She bullies me, man. She bullies me.
Only when you deserve it. And he gives you a wink.
Wrecked. You see,
Sedge!
you get to the bottom door and you see like one of those like classic medieval doors with the like chain, like the like iron grate on the little windows.
Oh,
so you
like
can,
a
look through.
portcullis?
Like a portcullis. And you see 3 guards, one beefy guy with kind of like a serrated sword, and 2 smaller guys that just look like normal soldiers. And they look like they're actively like looking for someone, like they're on guard, not like just like standing there.
What is this? Taffy?
Argentina.
It's Argentina.
Finn!
No!
Don't eat poop.
Stop. No, it's not the poop that I'm worried about. It'd be
That's the
fine if he was
litter.
eating poop. I don't want the litter to like expand in his stomach and he dies.
Oh, is that something that can happen?
Yeah.
Yikes.
So yeah, you see these 3 men.
What? I kind of want to try one now, just because you
good.
were like, "What is it?"
Do what you want.
Okay.
3 men.
3 men.
3 normal men or
1, 2,
3
3
rat
men.
men?
Well, then
they're
the
three-
rat
they're
men.
3 rat
Except there's
soldiers.
one with the big and the serrated sword.
And they look mean.
Okay. Is the base the painting? You know the Prince X is back behind them.
You see a larger door behind them.
Mm-hmm.
That they're like.
That's the portcullis door thing.
You're looking through one door. I wasn't gonna be like, you get into this room and 3 people attack you.
We're like looking in.
You're looking
at
through
one door.
You're looking
and then
in like a door, and then you see like a larger door to like a larger
Mm-hmm.
space, presumably where bigger things are kept.
Mm.
Marwin, Dag, be prepared to fight, but
My sword's
Always.
already on fire.
I gotta tell you, my inclination is that these rats aren't all that strong-willed
You want to reason
without
with the rats?
Cordo, so I want to see if we can bargain our way through. Fighting, I think, is gonna take them too long, and we don't got time to lose.
Let's do it.
How do we open
I could be
this
a rat.
big door?
He
I
keeps
could be a
I think
rat,
he-
and you guys could be
Sedge-
my prisoners.
Sedge, I think he really wants to be a rat. I don't know about the
Hey.
second part because there's one of you and
Look.
2 of us.
Here's the
And
thing:
you're kind of
you can be a rat if you want, but that means you're gonna have to do the talking to convince them.
He sucks at talking. She wasn't there
Hey.
when you guys. I'm trying to. I've been too soft on him. I have to.
You can just hit me again.
Sounds like you're getting tough
I
love.
don't want to.
You
do
complained
it.
last time. Do you
don't-
want to do this?
I don't want to
Yes.
do it.
Okay.
If you
Take us
want it to
prisoner.
happen.
This is
It's
the only
weird.
chance we're gonna get to be a rat. Okay. I have extra rope on me somewhere, I think.
Oh my God. I forgot about this.
So he's gonna
Tie your knots loose.
frantically it's literally just like lightly wrapped around both of their wrists.
I don't think this part's gonna be convincing.
That's fine as long as it looks like there's like a rope coming from me to you guys. Then we can be like, look.
Why don't you just talk to them and get them to get out of here? Fine, whatever. Her sword is on fire on her back.
Yes, that's fine. Or I can go in first. Okay, how about you guys hang out right here? I'll
Hey,
go in first.
Jack, you do it. You're a
Tag.
big man on campus.
Nope.
a rat now, I guess.
We're all going together in case something goes down.
All right,
Let's
all right,
get
all right,
on
all right, all right.
with
Tag cast disguise self to look like one of the rat folk.
with just 2 really large, tall ears.
Yes.
And
Going
one is
straight
kind
up.
of,
Ears
one
stick
is kind of
straight
No, one of
up.
them is like shoot out.
yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yeah,
one of them's
yeah.
chewed out, and then the
He
other
looks
one's
kind of
straight.
more like a weird, like bat rat,
Like a weasel.
like a weasel, but rat adjacent. And he's gonna
8:45 time check.
Yes.
Just letting everyone know.
push the door open, and are these rats also just staring? Or do
No, they look like not like lucid may not be the perfect word,
but a little more.
but they look
aware.
more akin to like what you fought before.
He's gonna push the door open and be like, "Guys, I found more people wandering out in the tunnels, and I came to bring them."
Why does Rat Tag have my accent?
Because that's all I can do right
Marwin looks at you and then looks back
That's
like,
pretty
"Oh,
good.
I'm trapped."
now. And I brought him here for the wizard to look at. Do you know where the wizard went?
The wizard's he was here, and now he's not.
He's not. Is he ever?
I haven't
Is
heard
he?
anything about new. I didn't hear anything.
I
about
literally
new
just got back with them. They were coming in from a ship from the bay.
Give me a deception check.
Okay.
You're probably pretty good at deceiving.
I am.
Criminal.
Disruption.
No
Can Rav give me
absorption.
the help action?
I'm actually not very
He's in
good.
a bag.
But he can touch me.
That's not just what the help action does.
Your backpack's like, yeah, they're really telling the truth.
There's nobody in
It's a
here.
19.
Cool. They're going to do an insight check.
Wild.
Just the main guy.
That's great tact, because Sedge was going to be like, hey, I have the hammer of
those guys
your
don't have
god
back
and your guy
tactics.
sucks. Can you let us through?
Insight is wisdom. They got a
Insight?
14. Weird. Okay.
I know it's like super weird, right? Like
Yeah.
there's been so many people like coming through lately, and it's like we just want to be left alone to like worship Cadell and.
I'm starting to believe this less, but I'm going to open this door because you succeeded the check. You didn't
great,
need,
man. That's
you didn't
great,
need to
man.
keep talking, but get in there, hurry.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Come on, prisoners.
No, man. They got us. You guys really caught us
Oh my
before
gosh,
we
yeah.
could do
Yeah,
this.
any chance you could let us free?
No, he punches you in the face.
Oh man, dang. Do I take damage?
Whoa.
I don't have a whole lot of those.
Oh my
That's
god.
enough to kill me if he does harm again. Because
Oh
4
my
damage,
God.
now I'm only at 43.
How dare you try to speak up out of to get
Damn.
a house? Don't you want to be a rat?
Wait. No, I don't want to be a rat. Whoa, wait, he says this? Don't you want to be a rat? Oh, okay.
just-
Okay.
like,
that would change my perception
Yeah, I'd
of
be
the
like,
situation.
whoa.
Shut up, prisoner.
Okay.
All right, you got him. We're going.
Can you lay
We're going.
hands on yourself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
All right, thanks, man. You're doing a great job. You know, I think maybe you ought to go check on the other guys who we brought in earlier who were trying to escape, because
Are you
I don't know. I
rad?
saw them wandering around looking real suspicious.
You can touch me.
Interesting. Give me
The-
another
the-
deception check.
So, so 17. 17!
It's a 17.
Ooh. Oh, interesting. Weird.
Yeah, Tiefling's like really fucking sketchy, and I don't know. Cordo hasn't come back yet with the really big bison guy.
Interesting.
I'm the really big bison guy. Wait, what do you mean?
They're like, I guess we'll go check it out to see
I'm
if
trying
any of the
to get him
guards.
to go.
And
Oh,
the,
sure.
you stay here. He leaves one of his little shrimp guys to
Yeah.
stand at the guard. He's like, okay, boss.
Yeah, you watch
With
the
a
door,
gold
man,
spear.
and Tag is like
Mhm.
pushing like.
And then the
Sedge behind
bigger
the
the
door
bigger
shuts.
jailer and the other guard go up the stairs.
Ooh.
And we go through the door.
Yeah.
In here, the door closes behind you, and you hear like a brief pause. You hear the breathing of like a large being over there, like pained breathing. Somebody who's like behind like a little thing. You're and all the lights are out, which is weird. You guys are kind of trying to shuffle in here, and there's
None
like a
of the
little
arcane
hallway.
torches are lit.
None of the arcane torches were only in. I guess no, they were all arcane torches, weren't they?
I don't remember.
Well, the lights were different in the hallway, is what I was trying to say.
Sedge doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, the lights are
Notably.
off. Here in this cell block.
Whoa.
There's I'll say there's a big door, a hallway, another big door, and as you close that door, you feel, when you can kind of feel space. So
Yeah.
you see it go further out, and it kind of opens up ahead of
Because you
you.
make little micro sounds, and they sound
You can
echoier.
feel it in your chest.
Yeah, you're like the sound is wrong for a small space.
You hear breathing. You hear subtle movement around you. In the cages, you hear movement against chain. And then the last thing you hear is the a big steel bar go into the door and closing it behind you.
Oh fuck.
So you guys are the thorns that the Rat King was talking about. I thought he would have told you about these savages and how they're not worth being saved. We're gonna try. We have a lot of plans for this big one. So I guess we'll have to finish off whatever this is going on here. And you see a glow start to emanate from him, and you see the rat wizard from before and you see
The Wizard.
Oh, I literally described Sedge, and then you were also there in the
That's
room.
what I was saying.
That's me being a complete dumbass.
That's what I was saying. It's like, oh, you didn't finish with the big bison guy. And I was like, aren't I the big bison guy right next to you?
He has a twin brother! Oh my god.
You see a rat wizard, a rat captain, similar to the one you guys fought over there.
Serrated sword boy.
Another like serrated sword guy, and 4 normal like kind of wienery rat guards. With this light that he's kind of cast, he tried to be dramatic. You see a couple deep ones in cages around you, and you see the same sight as before. This big dragon chained up beyond all hell behind them, and that's where we'll end this session. He's charging up magic and glowing himself.
Happy to be a thorn in your side.
Yeah.
Happy to be
I'm a rat.
rat. Oh yeah, you're still a rat.
You're
Does he
still a
know that
rat.
I'm a rat?
He's a magician, or he's a wizard. He can smell magic from a while away. What is it? Disguise self. It's like a first level spell.
Mhm.
It's like,
Actually...
good rat costume, idiot.
Yeah.
He shoots off one of
Nice
your ears.
rat, nerd.
Wow! Did you get that rat skin from your mom?
These are totally rad rats.
Rad rats.
What the
Rad
rat
rats.
instead of
The
a pointy
raddest
hat,
rats.
he has a backwards trucker hat.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
Okay, that's what it looks like.
Insane.
I'm not making my cool rat wizard or my evil rat wizard dumb. He's not cool.
Hell yeah.
Our rats are bad.
Rats are bad.
Asterisk.
Asterisks. Oh man.
Sorry. This
It's
is...
These are
exploding.
old.
These are
What's
old.
happening? What's happening?
Some of these are
over
from Hawaii like 4 years ago.
Whoa.
there? 4 years ago.
God.
Holy cow.
This is from Australia.
From what is it?
I don't know.
Minties.
I just was like, we should try to actually eat our candy.
You guys want to listen
That's wild
to the last
because
song I was listening
There's
to?
other
Yes.
options though.
because I
So
mean,
wait,
well,
let
just
me-
because
let me
like
end the
candy
recording.
doesn't last long in my house.
Oh no, I'm so close to it. Guns in Hamilton.
I was listening to Hamilton. Well, first I listened to
Man.
La La Land. And I was like, I'm in a musical mood.
I want to play the cool boss music, but it's gonna be so much better when you hear it.
You just
that
can't
way.
think about it.
I know. I'm gonna listen.